Explicit content warning. Easily offensive contains subject matter unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18. Every episode is meant to be taken as satire, and we do not condone racism, bigotry, or acts of violence. Thank you for listening to Easily Offensive Podcast.
Though, yeah.
If you're against the step in them,
I'm not against the step in them. I'm against the.
He's actually quite with it. Don't hit me. Don't.
Stuff gerbils and fists up his rectum. Surely you recall the most limp-wristed reindeer of all.
Rudolph the deep throat reindeer.
deep throat reindeer, huh?
Pantyhose.
That's awesome.
If you ever saw
Let this part
him,
play.
you would know it once he blows.
Oh my God.
All of the other reindeer.
Oh,
What's
wow.
up, guys? Welcome back to Easily Offensive. It is officially Christmas time.
It's officially the holiday season.
The worst part of the year, honestly.
Really?
Depends on how
Yes.
you look at it.
Financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part's tough. That part's tough.
It's financially the worst time of the fucking year.
God, speaking of that, like, I wasn't even thinking about this, but have you guys seen all the videos? Okay, we're coming at you post Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It's
derailed
Thanksgiving
here.
week. It's been a little bit weird because it's the holiday season. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got family.
Yeah.
Hence we missed an
But-
episode
Yeah,
somewhere
somewhere
for you guys.
It's a
We've
little
lost
bit
it
mysterious based on when we actually put out episodes or whatnot. But but Black Friday this year
Yes.
has to be based on the videos that I've seen, and this was predicted, but based on the videos that I've seen and the state of the economy and inflation and all that stuff, dead.
Oh, yeah.
Black Friday was dead this year, and everybody's like saying, "Oh, it's dead all time." I don't think so necessarily.
No.
I don't think that it's gone forever, but this year was something different.
You know why? They fucking voted for it.
They voted for it.
because
Fuck
they voted
them.
that shit in, right, Gavin?
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Joe Biden.
That's what I'm talking about.
You guys are the real fucking problem.
Welcome
the real
to
Nazis.
the Red
You woke Nazi
Kingdom.
pieces of shit. Anyway,
Fucking woke Nazi pieces of shit. Wow. So yeah, Black Friday this year, almost nothing. They even went through stores, even went and like did the rope line things, like the super long checkout thing, and
people are just skipping through it.
I know. I think in particular, our area, the East Idaho area, I think in particular we like brick and mortar shopping a little bit more than other areas can. Like they like to go out and do the damn thing still.
Yeah, we still like to go out. And
We still, and I do too. But yeah, this year definitely a huge change. It was almost non-existent from what I hear. And I've only done the Black Friday thing for real like once or twice. But
one time.
I have to have something catch my eye, and there's
make
those
it worth it, yeah.
those don't happen. Look at like the way the internet is. Like everybody's exposing like their non-price changing deals.
Yeah,
you know?
well, and
Actually,
then-
you know what? I lied. I did it twice.
Did you? What were you going after?
PS3 and a PS4.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I would have even with stuff like that. I would think like I don't
Oh.
even have a chance.
No,
you know?
I went out for the PS3 one for my friend because I already had a PS3 because I was working
Oh
for
yeah.
Sony at the time, Center Partners.
It's funny.
So you already had one.
So I already had
I
one,
remember
but the
everybody-
PS4 I was in line for.
Wow.
And
See,
it was
Did you get it?
yeah,
How long were you in line?
like 3 hours.
Only 3 hours. Fuck, that's good.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Best Buy here was not fucking
Wasn't popping, huh?
wasn't popping.
I remember like 10
Everyone was at GameStop.
I remember like 10 years ago going out for Black Friday, 10, 12 years ago, and I remember driving. I was going
to get a gun.
No, that was more recent.
Ah.
I'll tell you about that. But
You already did.
well, I mean, for the potty.
You did for the podcast.
Did I really?
Last year.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you know what's rehash it? It's the holiday season.
Well, it was
Let's
still
go that.
literally the only time I was ever successful. But I went out, a decade ago, and I remember driving by Best Buy and seeing people. I mean, it was still daylight the day before Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Tents.
Yeah.
Out in front of Best Buy.
Yeah, I've
Best
seen
Buy
those.
was huge.
Best Buy here in Niagara Falls.
line around the building.
Yeah, it was
How did I
I
get it so
remember
easily?
it was. They happened a few years, and then somebody was. It was a thing where they're like, "Oh, you guys can't camp out front of our store anymore," because it got weird. People were leaving trash and like shit bags everywhere.
People are like,
So they
fucking
were
in the
basically
tents.
vandalizing in front of their establishment, littering, and they were like, "You guys aren't doing that."
People
anymore."
willing to wait in line for video games are
Gross.
well. Actually, I've done that before too. So I can't really.
Not a
You
day
know what?
before.
It was a Call of Duty release though. It
I was
wasn't
saying-
like the holidays.
Railing off of the coming off of the holiday Black Friday thing, I miss midnight releases of
Yeah,
Call of
dude.
Duties.
It was fun. It was way fun. Like
Yeah.
Like you bought the big pack. Like that's the only time I ever bought like the big deluxe packages. that
Make you
came
feel
with, like,
cool.
Well, I just like I pre-ordered it, and they're like, you have to be here on
So and so time.
so and so time to pick it up, or we'll have to mail
Give
it
it away.
mail it to you.
Oh,
I already
really?
paid for it,
yeah,
so they had to mail it to me, and they're like, and it's gonna come late because I'll have to mail
Mm.
it to you. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna fucking be there.
you
I
gotta be
remember
there. You gotta
remember-
be there.
calling that out of work the next day too, because I was like, I'm gonna fucking play the shit out of
See,
this.
I
And
remember getting. I went to a midnight release for one of them, and my friend he was very. He liked one GameStop better than the other. He was just like so diehard about like, no, this one's better than the other one, right?
Yeah.
And it was the one that was, an outdoor storefront on the other side of town. The
oh,
one-
near,
by
near
the
Walmart.
Walmart?
By
Yeah.
the Walmart.
Yeah.
and he was like dead set on that one. And we're standing out there freezing our asses off. And I was like, what about the one in the mall? Like, can you go to that one too? And he's like, yeah. I was
Like, wait
I was like,
inside?
you can wait inside for the midnight release in the mall when the rest of the mall is closed and it's like warm in there. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this GameStop's better though. I was like, dude, fuck you. I was
The
like,
fuck you,
Yeah.
big time.
I was like, we were committed though. We were there for like 4 hours just
Trying to get
just
in.
waiting. I mean, we're like 20th in line and we're obviously going to
Get it.
get in and get it and go. And we did. And we went back to his house and we played all night. It was weird getting back though, because it releases at different times throughout the country and getting
Yeah.
on there. And like some people are already like leveled up to 20 or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
or
like,
some
how in the
stupid
fuck,
shit.
You know, like we've had this thing 5 seconds. How did you do this?
And you know what changes now is now everything's digital, and so it just releases at the exact same time for everybody.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Like I got
Well,
I-
at this point, it would just be for the nostalgia of standing
so
in a
much
fucking
fun.
line.
they don't
It's
do
so
it. They
much
don't do it
fun, though.
anymore.
God, dude, these.
Well, because
I mean,
like Call of Duty's taken a huge hit in the last 2 years for all their stupid wokeness.
Well, a lot of.
Oh, I don't know.
a lot- I
last
don't
two
know
Call
that-
of Duties. Well, Modern Warfare 2 and then Modern Warfare 3 is out now, and they're both fucking.
what they're taking a hit for is their fucking Xbox like naming.
yeah.
You know, they're
Xbox like naming.
well, think about
So-
just how crazy the Xboxes were. There was Xbox, then Xbox 360, Xbox One,
And their names
Right.
suck.
and it's like so confusing. But now Modern Warfare 1 or 2 and 3 have already happened,
Mm-hmm.
and now we've got
It's
another
a
one.
continuation.
I
of
get
the
it.
Modern Warfare.
It's so confusing. Though.
Well, yeah, and
It's
the-
rebooted. I
just
should
call
say.
it.
So they rebooted Modern Warfare.
Sure, it
and
just
then
loses me.
2 and 3 are now.
I don't know. They've taken a hit for all sorts of things. Bad planning on releases, bad naming,
But
Well,
it's
so
good
the-
games still.
The
and
big
then
thing.
the fact is that like they did. You remember last year?
Oh no, I know. Oh, I know. Well, and the big thing now is Call of Duty put a thing out saying we're not going to have yearly releases anymore. It's going to be on 3-year cycles, or is it 2-year? 2 or 3 year
two
cycles.
sounds-
2 or 3 year cycles where da 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 da, and we'll have time to work on the game. They said that in January of this year. Guess what released in November? The beginning of November.
Yeah, just at the same time as usual, right? It's always November.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
usually it's at the end of November around Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They
Yeah,
like to release the Call of Duties. This it released early with the campaign mode, and then like November 12th or something like that,
They have an update.
the multiplayer and Warzone came out, and it's like, but you guys said no
You're
yearly
not doing this.
releases,
they're like,
and this is exactly a year after the last one.
yeah. Well,
But
I guess it could be 2
all
years.
three of the studios worked on it.
all three of them.
Yeah,
This time.
Treyarch,
I guess if you're gonna
Infinity, and
Weird. That's so
see,
strange.
and I can understand if they're gonna release them a year if they have 3 groups just banging it out.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
well, no, it's supposed to be
but at the same time,
2-year cycles with
It's funny that
rotating studios working on
yeah,
it.
they always rotated, and then, like that's I grew like super favoritism for one over the other.
Yeah.
Activision?
Well, Treyarch.
Uh,
Activision is the warlord. Like it's an Activision owned company.
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they,
the
and then there's the
conglomerate.
two.
Three.
So
There's
which
three.
one? Which
There's
one
three.
did Black Ops?
Treyarch.
Treyarch. That was my favorite. I like Black Ops.
So there's Treyarch, which does the Black Ops games like
Yeah.
Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Cold War.
All right, we get it.
Lot
You
of-
like
Which
the
one
damn
was
game.
Ghosts?
Ghosts that's a hard one actually because I think that one was Infinity Ward.
That was
It
my
was-
least favorite.
That was my favorite.
Really?
Dude, that one is
Wow.
so underrated.
Yeah, I hated it.
I'm totally spacing on.
Underrated. He's like, no, it was just
It's
low
the
rated.
first game I ever bought. I bought it full price, dude, and then I fucking got rid of it.
So
Oh,
I know.
wow.
I
so
was-
there's
Maybe
Treyarch
I should
Infinity
revisit
Ward.
it. I think about that all the time because I hear him and my other friend we were big Call of Duty guys, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "That one was the fucking best one." I was like, "Was I missing something?" Like I didn't like it. I should have given it more of a shot, I guess. But
there it is. Okay.
See, and this
Yeah.
is the
So
craziest
it's
part.
Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. See, and
Yeah.
like back in the day, it was just the two.
So back in the day, it used to be Treyarch, and then Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer
Word one.
worked on the game together.
Oh,
So the original Modern Warfare series,
mhm.
and like Advanced Warfare,
yeah,
those
yeah.
games were, and Ghosts were
Yeah.
Sledgehammer, Infinity. Oh
It's funny because
wait, I think Ghost was just Sledgehammer.
just Sledgehammer. Maybe that's why it was. I could see it. I was like, "Fuck this one." It was funny because I always favored Treyarch because I liked the Black Ops series. That's what
Yeah.
got me into it. Really, most people got really into Call of Duty with Modern Warfare 2. That was the big banger.
You know what's crazy?
And,
I did it with the Medal of Honors.
Fuck.
I
No.
was-
Well, so I played Medal of Honor back in the PS2 days.
Yeah, that's what got me on the whole COD
Okay.
train. It was them, and then I ended on Black Ops 2. I
Oh.
stopped playing after that.
Black Ops 2 was great. I have
Yeah, after
pretty much
that-
all of them.
And
Black
everyone's like,
Ops
"Oh, you should go to Modern Warfare and shit like that." I was like, "I'm good. I'm done."
Modern Warfare
Black Ops
3.
2.
Yeah, I peaked in 2, and then I was done.
There was no more. There was
like,
there was. There was no more Modern Warfare games after, well, except for the newest ones after Black Ops 2.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
until
never even
recently.
played them. I didn't even know they existed.
Because I'm pretty sure it went Modern Warfare, and then it went.
I don't know. Why don't you just look it up? You have the goddamn internet.
Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 came out before
Wait a minute.
the first
Whoa,
Black
whoa, whoa.
Ops.
Put a pause on this. Blake, switch him seats.
Oh.
You're supposed to be learning to do
I
this.
know we gotta we were talking about that, Zach. We're like gonna start having
shit.
you give us a master class on it.
I'll
but
give you guys a
Yay.
both master class. This is fucking easy shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's
just
the
like,
after thing.
I haven't
that's hard.
really sat in front of a computer like consistently since high school. So,
Oh, I have,
Yeah,
thanks
but-
to my job. But,
but yeah, no, like they wouldn't ever give me a computer. Like, no
there's
job.
like, hey,
Um,
show me how to use your phone. You're like, oh, this is how you call people. This is how you text. This is porn.
Okay.
But,
And
So
they're like,
Call of
no, no,
Duty's
no.
release order: Call of Duty,
2003.
Call of Duty 2 in 2005,
Yeah.
Call of Duty 3 in 26,
2006. Yeah.
Call
Modern-
of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So that's
Oh,
the
wow.
first Modern
This
Warfare.
one I saw somebody showed me actually like how easily people like hacked it and they were always fucking
So
with
this
you.
is when I got into Call of Duty. Was Call of Duty 4?
Yeah, that's way
Modern
ahead of my
Warfare.
time.
Really?
Way
and
ahead of
then
time.
World at War was the first Treyarch game.
Okay. Yeah, that
I
one
think-
that one was not big.
Infinity Ward. Because yeah, it used to be just Infinity Ward did the first.
See, nobody gave a fuck at
the first
this point.
four,
And those-
the first 4 Call of Duties were all Infinity Ward.
Yeah. Okay.
Treyarch came on and then made World at War, which was
So
then that was my when that one came out. I was like, this is the best.
That
Call
was
of
your
Duty.
shit. Yeah.
Because this was the first introduction of zombies,
Right.
Oh, really?
and
That
then
was
came
first, huh?
and then came Modern Warfare 2.
This is when Call of Duty took off.
Yep, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that was huge.
Really?
And then
Look,
Black Ops,
that
and
was
then
my
Modern
shit.
Warfare 3, and then here's how
This is
where
the
I know
one I was
everything.
greatest at.
This is the one I was the greatest.
I was-
Well,
That was the first time I got gold guns and like all that shit. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
and then can you guess the next game? Because I already know it.
That was
Black Ops 2.
God damn it! I was gonna say it.
This is the one I got. I was the best at. Not
This was my favorite.
was-
probably. This was probably. Is this the one with the cruise ship?
yeah.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite one.
This had the best zombies.
It was
The
good.
best
Yeah.
Call
It
of
was
Duty
so-
zombies.
God, let's do a LAN party. I'm
And
so
then-
ready.
Fuck
and
yeah.
then Call of Duty Ghosts, which
Sucked.
people
Sucked.
it's so underrated. People hate on it, but I went back and played it, and I'm like,
Hey, people,
it's
I'm
really.
with you.
Do you know why
Hey,
people?
people,
Do you know
I'm
why
with you.
people hated it?
Why?
It's because it was different,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they
I don't
instead
like
of
things
having
that are
like
different.
instead of having small
Wow.
to mid range maps, they had small all the way to
Big ass man.
big ass maps, and people hated the big ass maps because
They
now I
were
can't
used
just
to-
run around and kill
what was
people.
the
Yeah,
what
they
was
can't
the what was the
shotgun
game that was
people.
kind of competing at the time that had the massive
Battlefield.
Battlefield?
And
That's
Battlefield is completely okay.
right. Fuck that shit, dude.
So Battlefield, Battlefield, and Call of Duty are two separate games.
yes,
They
Well, yeah.
one is Call of Duty is an arcade shooter.
yes,
Battlefield is a war simulator.
yeah, no fun.
So
Oh, Battlefield is so much more fun.
It's
Dude.
it's not more fun. It's
It
like,
is.
it's a totally different approach, which I get. I played it like once, and I kept getting sniped from like 18 miles away, and I was like, I don't have a chance. I'm like,
Well, that's
you
why
got camp killed, and that's
that's
lame
why-
as fuck.
well, no, it was like guys that were just posted up.
Or spawn killers. I hate spawn killers. That shit.
They looked at me like I was a retard, like I was just running around like, what do I do? And they're like,
But do you know how much skill that fucking takes? to
tons. I didn't
Oh.
have it.
I didn't have it.
do- well, I mean, so
That's why you play the campaign before you play the fucking game online.
because Battlefield doesn't have a campaign.
See, I like
Oh, doesn't it?
Well,
No,
the
I
older
thought it
ones,
did.
older ones do, but the newer like 2, 3, and 4 don't.
I'm not like sugarcoating it all. I'm like the kind of guy that likes to go in, guns blazing, and just kind of hope
Which
for the best.
doesn't work. What doesn't
No.
work?
Well,
in-
no, like in the Call of Duty style, where it's like you have strategy, like you're trying to not go down constantly, and it's like based on reflexes and just
Sometimes.
reflexes and like just ability to like kind of in an instant outsmart somebody.
Yeah.
But like the slow burn of Battlefield was not my thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it was
so
just-
you would
You
get
can run
into-
around the map a couple of times before
they
you
had
find somebody.
they had
sometimes.
they had what the mode that I always played on Battlefield was called Conquest,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like domination on Call of Duty, where you capture
Just
A, B,
capture
and
the flag.
C.
That's really what it
we
is.
should play
Not capture the flag. It's
Really?
capture point. Capture the flag is take from one thing,
and bring
and
to
bring in
another.
another.
Yeah, but
You're
they-
like
which they did
taking
have
over,
a game mode. Like this was
They
you're
did have
taking
a
over.
version.
You're taking over until you control all the points, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
you
like bases.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You,
Which is kind of like King of the Hill. As long as you can stay on top, you just
You just-
win.
It's
Whoever-
it's like a
whoever has the most
it's like
like
a hybrid King of the Hill.
Yeah.
because there's several hills.
whoever takes over the most when time expires is like
Yeah.
wins, right? Like it's
So no, it works kind of like domination on Call of Duty, where so on Battlefield, you'll have a counter at the top, and you'll start with like 500 tickets,
Mm.
and each time someone dies,
You lose a ticket.
you lose a ticket.
Okay.
The more points you control,
Mhm.
the more tickets you lose per person
Okay.
dying. So it counts down where Call of Duty counts up to
Right.
200 points. The more points you control, the more points a kill is worth or whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta tell
So,
you guys a
Kind of
funny-
similar ideas, but I used to snipe on Conquest, and I would post up as far away as I can, and it took
'cause
some
there's nothing they can do.
another sniper.
No.
Another
Yeah.
Another
could-
sniper, yeah, but that's
But-
it. Like
or
that's-
I guess you can't
And it
do
took-
it in the battle. Hurry, can you? When you fucking noob somebody with the fucking grenades.
so fun.
You can't noob tube from that far away.
Yeah.
But
that was my specialty in the original Black Ops.
That's
was
a
like,
fucking trash.
well,
move.
no, like with the grenades bouncing them off the walls and stuff,
Oh yeah, yeah.
dude.
but
Didn't they
so-
fix that? They like fucking
well, they have Semtech grenades, which is stick.
you can just
no.
just do
Like
whatever
they
you-
made it so that you couldn't like actually fucking bounce them across the room off of a wall. Kind
No,
of shit.
that's still
No,
that's,
'cause
they're-
because
that's
that's
still
like
in play?
that's like real.
because they're
like
not
you-
impact grenades.
not really.
Yeah, why
I mean,
wouldn't
it-
it be? It's physics.
Because they're not impact grenades. They're
And
they're tiny.
grenades don't really bounce in real life.
They can.
Yeah, they can.
And if you bounce a grenade off a drywall, guess what happens? It doesn't bounce. It goes into the drywall.
It's gonna bounce a little bit.
it
It might be
bounce
exaggerated.
concrete wall.
yeah,
gonna
it's
bounce a little bit.
exaggerated. This is what I'm
I
saying.
remember in Nuketown though, like they modernized Nuketown. Like every new game, there's
Yeah.
a different version of Nuketown. I remember like because the first move at Nuketown was you run out, everybody at the same time throws grenades
Mhm.
across the map to just get a couple easy kills if you get lucky.
Yeah.
And they put up this like invisible wall it like above the bus and the bus and the thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Like there was the two vehicles in the middle and there was like these walls above it. So you'd throw it and it just bounced back to you.
Oh, fuck.
So like they took out the easy kill kind of just Hail Mary, go for
broke kind of shit.
broke kind of stuff, because you'd start out like that. And then if you hit the right spot, because everybody learned like what
Where
people's
you-
habits went, you get like 2 or 3 little poof right there. You
Yeah.
know? And I was like, that's part of the strategy, you know. And they eliminated that in some of the newer ones, because there's like 8 versions of Nuketown now.
Yeah.
And but like one time I was playing Nuketown, the original one,
Yeah.
and I got killed, and I spawned in the backyard
Yeah.
of the one of the houses, and I just started running. Nobody was around, just started running towards the house to go through it, and I just died instantly. And I was like, what in the fuck was that? Like, because it was silent, dead, just
Tomahawk.
and nobody was around, and it was a tomahawk. But I watched the replay because I had to see what happened. Right, a guy's running through the courtyard, wings a tomahawk over the house, right,
Mm-hmm.
isn't even close to aimed at me, and I'm running. It hits the eave of the house, right, like that, bounces, goes over and hits me like 1 in a million. So
Chance.
I was just
Dude, one
running,
of my-
and it just, that guy had to have been losing his shit on the other side.
All right. He's like, I'm gonna fucking put that on my capture
Dude.
play and all that shit.
And then yesterday, I've been showing my nephew. He's 9. He doesn't play much video games, but he wants to play some of the games I have. So I've been setting up bot games, like
Yeah.
local, me and him versus like 12 bots, like on the easiest setting. You know,
And you're just murder the
Well,
fuck
dude,
out of
I'm
all of
meleeing it. And like, so I get like 84 kills, right? I get like 84 kills and like 12 deaths or something.
Yeah.
And he gets 2 kills and like 11 deaths. And he's like, I died less than you. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, I kicked ass. Like, you didn't do shit.
right? Well,
So-
and that's the worst part is when you're like, you know it's easy, so you just run around and you're fucking around, and you got knife and you got this stupid little handgun,
Oh, dude.
and you know you're just murking like a motherfucker,
I'm murking.
and the other person's like, huh?
He
You're
just
like,
changes.
Fuck you,
He
dude.
changes the parameters of what winning is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I destroyed out there. Like, I was like, nobody could stop me. I was a killing machine.
Yeah,
and I
I was
die
like-
one more
So-
time than you because I'm in the thick of it, and you think that you won.
right?
So Black Ops 3 introduced a game mode. I forgot what it's called,
Fuck, I love this map, dude.
but
Shit.
it's kind
This map got
it's kind of like basketball, kind of. So it has a ball, and you get the ball, and
Mm-hmm.
the goal is to get it to a scoring point in the middle of the map. You can throw it into it. You can
Walk it in. You can.
you can't walk it in because this is
Oh,
when
it's high.
It's high.
Okay.
And so this was back, since this was Modern War or Black Ops 3, you had the advanced movement, so you had the jetpack jumping.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
could walk it in, I guess.
Yeah.
You jumped into it. Well, it has no time limit. First 1 to 3 points
Wins.
wins. I was with my friends,
Okay.
my online friends, who were all like fucking probably sweaty
Dorks.
dorks,
Yeah.
Just
more
like
so
you.
than more so than I was. We got 2 points,
Uh-huh.
and then we held the ball
Just held it the whole.
and just ran house on these motherfuckers. I got 125 kills
oh my god,
and 4 deaths,
dude, that's
Jeez,
fucked up.
That's so
and I wasn't even the top killer.
Yeah. So one of your dork friends was one of the
Yeah.
top killers, and so you
I was the
guys are just
second, but
hanging on to it.
I'm more impressed that somebody stayed into the match that long.
No,
I
they
would
didn't.
fucking
Oh
rage
no,
quit.
they didn't.
They quit.
When, people quit, and then
Oh,
it
you-
backfilled with new players.
yeah.
And so at the end, when it finally ended, we're finally like, okay,
sounds
there's
so
only
fun.
one person left. Let's end this before that last person backs out, and then we just get a forfeit. Because if we get a forfeit, our stats don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
we
got
quickly
it. You
threw
got-
it in,
Mhm.
won, and here I am with a 100% KD because I have 150
Fuck
kills
kills.
with 4 deaths.
You've got like it's like that would have been like because it goes like
Oh my
1.0, 2.0, 4.0. You
Yeah.
know, like if you're like 4-0, that's a
That's a
4-0 kill death ratio.
Yeah.
So like 125 to 4 is, I don't even know what that fucking
Like
number
a-
would
You
be.
know what?
probably like
That
a
would suck so
60
fucking
KD.
bad
It
because
just-
then the game when it tries to match you up with somebody of
Dude.
your fucking talent,
Well,
you
ever-
would
we,
get
we
murdered.
mainly played what's the search and destroy game mode.
did you ever?
That was our shit. Search and destroy.
What was it called when like people were like, they were like a crew and they played together like
Clan.
clan?
Yeah, they claned up.
One time
We were in a clan.
some like back in my peak, right? Like my whatever, like my highest skill
Nerdum.
ability for Call of Duty. I was the ultimate bro back in the day, like playing, and so it took like guys like we're pretty high level, like
Yeah.
not like the best, like that's insane, but like really
Yeah.
pretty high level players, and we all get put in with a clan. And dude, it was the most embarrassing shit
Fucking
ever.
murked the
Dude,
shit
they
out of you.
fucked us up. It was
Dude,
like
so
because they're
when I-
so well organized
Oh, they're fucking
and they're
wild.
When I'm-
communicating perfectly. And like I was like, we were all individually probably as good as any one of them,
Wait, without the
but they were just too
coordination.
organized. They're too organized. We
Yeah,
couldn't.
oh, yeah.
It was
Anytime I'm playing Call of Duty solo without friends and I join a game and I see everyone with that bracket that says like ass and there's like 6 of them, I'm like,
just get
I'm
out.
out.
Just get
I'm out. I'm
Yep.
not fucking.
I'm not fucking around with the clans.
Clans should only play clans because it's just
Well, and a lot of games actually don't let you fucking just fight randos anymore. If you can't clan up and then like all you be clanning and then the rest are just randos. Like
Call of Duty
it's
still
just-
does.
it's like
you can
the-
still get into a game.
you
with-
really?
it's like the
6 clans.
Chicago
That would
Bulls going
suck.
down to the Y and playing pickup basketball with somebody. It's like you just fucking get.
Well, and see, and I was in one of those clans that when you saw us on there, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
'Cause
No, I started
on,
getting out.
From,
I was like,
I
no
think it was
way.
from Black Ops 2 and up.
Yeah.
You made your clan and then you registered it on the Call of Duty website. And when your
Fun.
clan reached a certain level,
Mhm.
you got your letters were gold.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And so you would join in and you would see just like 6 people with a gold clan tag, and you're like, I'm about to get
I'm
fucked.
about to get bent.
And
dude.
because it wasn't just they did really good and leveled up, it's you had to meet these milestones like this. You had to do like 7 6-0 search and destroy games against people in another clan.
To win.
Like you
Yeah.
had like achievements you had to make that, and we got that.
Yeah.
And it took a long ass while. Our clan level was like the max was 20,
Yeah.
and it took us 4 months to get to 20
wow.
because it wasn't just like.
It's not
You just
easy.
play.
They don't just hand it to you.
And you
yeah.
had to get it, you had to play with 4 or more of your.
Clanmates.
Oh,
your
so they always
clanmates.
had to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't just go and do it on your own.
Yeah, you can't solo.
And so,
real
dude.
quick, Zach.
So
you
I'm gonna-
brought up one of my favorite
So
maps of all
I
time.
was going to show this to you.
Can
because
I
you
buy
were-
this on PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
No.
Can I? Fuck! I was gonna.
I
do
thought
it
you
tonight.
could.
Black Ops
Really?
2? No.
Really?
You can get Black Ops 4, I believe, and it
Have
has
that.
this map on it.
Really? I have
Black Ops 4 has
I
this
thought
map
I thought it was a
on
DLC.
Can,
Yeah.
can I just buy the DLC and like get that?
So Black Ops 4, there is no DLC. Well, there's DLC, but you don't have to pay for it anymore
Okay.
Really?
because now
I, like,
it's
haven't
called the
played-
season pass, like or the fucking battle pass, and you
Yeah.
unlock like certain like cosmetic items or certain guns now,
Yeah.
and you can pay $50 every season to get it a faster leveling on it. They got rid of map DLC paid,
That's dick.
so that's nice.
Well, I
That
mean,
is
I
nice.
guess it's nice you don't have to pay for
Dude,
it, but I think
I
it's dick
am-
if it doesn't have.
But
the other
anyways,
maps.
you were talking about getting killed from across the map with a tomahawk.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a clip.
Watch, this is Blake.
Clear the objective. Bomb acquired.
What the fuck?
Here,
What
here
the
it comes.
fuck?
See it bounced.
It just bounced off the floor.
Oh, this was a good one.
Clear the objectives.
This is my favorite map, Standoff.
Charges acquired.
What the fuck,
What?
dude? He's so happy.
Charges acquired.
He wasn't doing shit either. If he wouldn't have been standing there.
Objectives.
Oh, I love these maps, dude.
Oh, Call of Duty or Black Ops 2 have my favorite maps.
They
in
had the
it.
best maps. This same fuck.
Here it
is
comes,
doing
running
it.
out, running out. Ah.
Dude, this motherfucker. He reminds
the
me
reason-
my cousin when this was like really popping off, like 2010. He was in college in Pocatello.
Yeah.
And so in his free time, he just played Call of Duty like constantly. Like he prestiged like fucking a million times. And there
Prestige 15.
he came and
Black Ops 2.
that doesn't surprise me at all.
It was the only one I max prestiged in.
He came. We were playing together. Like obviously wasn't anywhere close to him. He had some hours in this. He
Yeah.
would just go and he would just get the hatchets or the tomahawks, right? And he would just run around with just the tomahawks and just run up on people, pick it up, and then just turn, keep running up on people, pick them up, And like nobody was touching him. All he had was fucking tomahawks, and he was destroying people with machine guns.
Yeah.
Submachine guns, assault rifles, like they had to seriously be so far away from him. And he was just wrecking shit.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, this is stupid. Oh, man. I'm getting hard.
I'm getting hard. He
Just
says.
thinking about this. Welcome back to Video Games with Zach, Blake, and
So
Gavin.
I done had.
And it's
I had
interesting.
that.
Do you actually have an opinion about video games?
Very
Because-
strong about
yeah.
the ones that I was into. Very strong.
So I had that Prestige emblem.
Oh, yeah.
in Black Ops
Look
2,
at
and
shit.
that is the max or Prestige Master, which means I went through and it was level 15 Prestige. That means I leveled up to level 50, 55, 15 times and reset myself back to 1 and re-leveled through it 15
Dude,
times.
That's ridiculous.
That's
So that's
wild.
like the highest of the high, right?
yeah,
there.
you see that and you're like, oh, this guy is either really good or he has no life and just plays Call of Duty all the time.
Like,
Which still means he's really good, and you don't want to play with him.
yeah,
No, because you could get that and be ass. You
Oh,
just
really?
you just put a lot of hours in.
you just had to play enough. Yeah, but like still, you're getting there a lot faster.
I
if
mean,
you're
after about 4 months, if you saw that, you'd be like, okay, he's good because
Yeah.
he kills a lot of people, so he levels up quicker.
it's,
after
it's pretty,
after 6 years,
yeah, then they
Okay,
just
you-
like
you-
whatever. Within a year, I think is pretty impressive. That's a ton of time. Like,
Yeah.
dude, can we play? I want to play. Like, let's get a bunch of TVs down here.
TV dinners. He was going
Like,
to say
like-
TV dinners.
TVs. Let's get like we could just spread TVs out down here.
And
I
then
mean,
we
I
battle
still
it out.
I got 2 PS4s,
I've got a PS4.
I don't.
Get a PS4,
and then we just need to get
and then we'll
copies
just.
of Black Ops 4.
Dude, I just looked up. I have Black Ops 4 upstairs already.
I have 1 copy for myself.
Yeah,
We might buy
Oh,
another
then
copy.
I
Black
have it for
Ops.
the.
Black Ops
I
3.
think, I think
Black
you-
Ops.
I think
Black
you have
Ops
it for
4 on
Xbox. It's
Black Ops 4
cross-pat.
PS4 right
Yeah,
there.
isn't it
$18.
cross-platform?
so
Yeah.
I don't know if Black Ops 4 is.
All right, let's just plan on PlayStations, huh?
Let's keep it the master race.
Let's
here.
let's let's not
Wow.
like I'm not going to get into the Apple Android thing right now, but dude, fuck Xbox.
You guys realize I used to just buy both consoles, right? I didn't even fuck
See,
around
that's
because
the
I
next level.
wanted, I wanted to fucking play the because they did that stupid thing where like this game is only up for this system.
I want-
this
They still
game's
do
out
that.
for
They
that
still do
system.
that.
I want
And it drives
Forza
me
so
batshit.
bad.
See, that's why I'm
Forza's
glad. So,
sick.
that's why I'm glad I have a PC.
You can
Yeah.
do both
I get PlayStation exclusives
Actually,
on my
you do three.
PlayStation.
Dude,
And
because there's some that only release
at
on
the end of the
PC
day,
now.
Yep.
I'm a controller guy. That's what I'm saying.
You can do controller on
Lean
PC.
forward.
You can do anything. That's why PC is the better of them because you can do controller.
Yeah.
You get
You can
Xbox
go-
Game Pass, so you can get Xbox games. So I can play Forza on
and
my computer.
PlayStation Pass.
Yeah, but
can do it all.
PCs are like they're so
They're
next,
not.
They're expensive.
They're so next level. Like don't get me wrong. I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm just a console guy.
They're
I'm
not-
just a simple guy. Simple games, simple
PCs
bullshit.
are not for your just
Average.
average.
It's
gamer.
not just for average. Like you guys are like doing something else. And like I'm so basic. The like
Yeah.
Madden, Call of Duty, that and then MX Unleashed. That's it. Like that's
Yeah.
all I ever do. Racing games, sports games, and first person shooters.
Well,
you know.
yeah.
Well,
I
so
was,
do we
I
wanna
was into
move- do we
fantasy
wanna-
shooters, all
We
of
want
it.
to move away from.
Oh, definitely.
video
But
Yes.
can we please plan a LAN party?
Yeah.
We've talked about it
we
for like
keep
a
trying,
year.
but
I want to.
then everyone's all like, "I have
This
a
is the
life that
perfect-
doesn't involve you," or
Fuck
some
those
stupid
guys.
shit.
We don't need
That's
those
you.
guys. No.
That's him, and
No,
that's you,
it's
and
not.
that's definitely Trevor.
We can do this anytime. This is the perfect space right here. Then we're
Wanna
not invading
say-
anybody's living room.
I do want to say the one time we did plan it, y'all fucking left me.
What happened?
I,
What are you talking about?
We all got together at my house
Uh-huh.
and we were gonna have a LAN party. And you know what you guys did?
Huh.
Let's go over to Jack's place.
No, I was.
Are you sure I was there?
Yeah,
I didn't have a TV or anything with me though. What are you talking about?
we were just gonna.
No, Blake didn't come to that.
Oh,
That was not
It
me.
was me,
It would just be
you-
a game night.
Trevor and Derek showed.
Yeah, that
That's
was
what it
you
was.
guys, and I was kind of sad that I wasn't involved.
You
in
were
that.
You
invited, though.
but you know what ended
I
up
had something
happening?
else going on, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, you had something else going on.
We were just gonna
but
play
then didn't you
zombies
end up
and-
going over to Jacqueline's anyway? Because
don't think so.
Because it was for Amanda,
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
and
so
that
But
was the reason
I'm
why.
telling you, I came up with this idea like what, a year and a half ago. We have to do it. I'm not letting it go.
Okay.
We can set it up down here so
I'm
easy.
so down.
We
I have a
pushed-
TV and
We
a,
push this off to the side. I'll get rid of this shit tomorrow if it helps, and we can just.
Yeah.
I got more extension
let's
cords.
do it.
Yeah.
Trevor has a PlayStation 4. I have a two of them. There's the four of
There's
us right
four
there.
of us right there.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that'd be, and I want to set aside like fucking 12 hours of just
A
like
whole day?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
And
Let's
like,
do it.
We show up on early on a Saturday afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
get it set up, and we just go for broke as long as we want.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Get fucking drunk while we do it too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's where you're.
And it will just be
Best.
us. Will it be just us playing each other or?
I mean,
Well,
I think we should start
here
off.
it would have to be because my internet's not good enough for online.
Well, and I was
So
like,
if
I was
we
gonna
did
say
it-
Yeah.
if
bots,
we-
and then we can upgrade to each other, and then
Like we could do lots of stuff.
because I doubt like, I mean, out of all of us,
All right,
here,
we'll plan this outside of the podcast.
Yeah, or
This is riveting for you
this
guys.
is riveting. Yeah, no, I'm
These
just.
are- the-
I
you
got
know
so
what?
excited.
Us nerding out.
These
a little
guys
bit.
are excited because they're like,
So I
well, these
wanna-
guys should do TikToks of it.
I,
and then the gaming community can get online and be like, "You guys are trash."
Yeah.
so I do
I'm
want to
ready for that.
I do want to move into
Nuts,
One
butts,
topic-
and butterfucks.
one quick little topic here before we take a quick break because we're already at 35 minutes and we typically take our break at
They don't care.
at
Anyway,
50.
go on.
Anyways, I want to talk about how just kind of like touch on
Thanksgiving.
our Thanksgiving holiday we just had. We obviously didn't record on Friday because I had to work and I had to work Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
which is today. They gave us, 2 days, Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I just want to go around the table.
Share your holiday experience.
Do want to
Hey.
touch on that Trevor's, obviously we mentioned it kind of in passing, but he's not here. He
You had a family.
he sadly passed. He ate too much turkey. He might have ate too much, went to vomit, and aspirated on turkey vomit.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Trevor. I'm just joking. He's
Yeah,
he's,
he's
he's,
a-
Gavin
alive
already,
well.
Gavin already took his chair.
he's
It's
that was
a nicer
actually-
chair. That one, I look like a goddamn dwarf in that one.
He's
and
act-
I do. I just look like a fat, rolled up piece of shit.
That's kind of what Trevor looks like.
Yeah,
Nah.
Anyways, Trevor is not here. He is on his second Thanksgiving dinner.
yeah.
I'm
Shocker.
not shocked at all.
But he was
It's with
d-
his girlfriend's
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, they decided to do a late Thanksgiving, so Trevor found
Could be
yet
there.
another reason to not be here. He had a
I-
backup
Fucking
reason.
Trevor.
Yeah. So I was
Exactly.
like, I'm not gonna dog on Trevor
I-
Why not?
because we
It's-
dog on him
it-
too much. It's
It
it's
is
worn
what
its-
it is what we do when
worn
he's
out.
not here.
We established this as a rule at the very beginning of the podcast.
You don't show, you get your ass reamed.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
But-
that goes for you. That goes for me. That
Goes
goes
for-
for Blake. We
So wait, so like when I leave for my fucking work
okay. You're
trip-
different because it is planned well in advance.
Yeah.
and maybe the first 2 weeks we might
And
make
you
fun of
did it. Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk shit, but you were giving us heads up so that we could even find a replacement potentially
Yeah.
for the time being, and
Yeah.
so it's we've already got a plan in place for that. It's that's different. He was him though this week was I have my kids. And it was oh, my kids are getting picked up in the morning, but also it's just
Back up.
backfilled it.
Well,
Yeah.
he did
It was-
say
it
that
was
he was
probably
going to try to
already
make
planned.
it. He almost did make it, and then he's like, "Oh, but now I have a family dinner."
Yeah, if we would have
So,
done
yeah,
this earlier in the morning,
He
right as
probably
I
could've-
got off of work,
Yeah.
he probably could have made it.
Who's in the
So-
mood to do a podcast first thing in the morning though?
Not me.
Uh,
me.
we literally
Especially-
used to do it all the time.
We did it at 2 p.m. Gavin.
Yeah.
No, we did it at noon a few times.
Once or
Okay,
twice.
still that's not first thing in the morning.
Yeah, where you were talking.
It is for me.
God, you fucking sack of shit.
Hey, just because you guys want to be awake and miserable in the AM,
Who says I'm miserable? Well, today
I
was.
enjoyed
Yeah.
the morning.
Today I was because
Yeah.
it was cold.
if you want to be awake, be awake. Cool. I don't. I don't want to be
Anyways,
awake, and therefore,
so-
fuck you.
Gavin, go ahead and start. What'd you do? How was it?
Where'd you go? Who were you with?
So Davis was sick. She has RSV.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we didn't go anywhere. We just stayed at the place. We took care of her. We made
Did you
dinner.
make some food?
Yeah, we did. We made.
Did you do Thanksgiving type stuff?
Yeah, actually. So I've never had. What is it? It's I haven't had a few things. You guys are gonna judge me super hard. Right
I can't wait.
now.
I can't wait.
It's like that fucking green bean casserole thing.
Okay.
Fucking gross.
That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never had that in my life.
Okay.
Oh, really?
See, here's
it's
the
fucking
thing.
gross.
I
but-
No, it
found
was
out-
good.
No,
but no, I hate it because I hate cream and mushroom and I hate green beans.
I found out
So-
there's a huge chasm in green bean casserole. I've had a bad one and I've had a great one.
Yeah, see, and I've had a good one.
Yeah.
now, so.
And there's so now I'm like super. I only had great ones for a while, and then I had a bad one, and then now I look at it with what is it called, skeptical hippo eyes.
Yeah.
But like, because I used to think they were all great, and then I found out they're not, and then and so yeah, no, nothing. I got no problem. I bet Chelsea does an awesome one.
Oh yeah, she does. I've also never had cranberry sauce.
I haven't either.
Yeah, actually,
it's
really
It's
good.
all right.
I bet
it's all
fine.
right.
Yeah,
Put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on a. It's jam essentially.
yeah.
You can just put it on bread.
I'd give it a shot. It's just never been part of my family's thing.
And then she did I can't remember what she did with the turkey, but she made it differently. Like I'm used to just like stuff the fucking turkey in the oven, basket every now and again. You know, the
Did she
season.
take it-
Basket.
did she do the
I like the way is it.
basket?
Wait, did she do the-
Carol Basket?
Carol basket.
I forgot what it's called, but it's when you take the spine out of a turkey and smash it down.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
I gotta look up how you.
I've
what's
never
that
that.
called?
That's weird.
You know what I wanted to do? What I've always wanted? I was going to ask everyone. I should have done it yesterday, but I can do it today. I want to know if anyone's had a turducken.
No, nobody really does.
No,
that.
they do. That's a real thing. I
Yeah.
watched a whole video of some chick making a turducken.
Fuck, dude.
called
I mean, I'm
spatch.
sure there's some weirdos out there.
It's
I
called
just,
spatch cooking.
I don't think it's.
No,
oh,
we
okay.
didn't do that.
So you take its spine
looks
out and
weird.
spread it out.
I don't like it.
It makes it cook quicker.
It's
Oh,
much
yeah.
less beautiful though.
Oh yeah, it
It's not as
doesn't
pretty.
look like
So,
a Thanksgiving Day turkey.
We started. Sorry, finishers.
Yeah, and yeah, those are actually the only two things that I
And so you guys made
haven't
green-
had. We had the fucking turkey, the stuffing. We didn't do anything extraordinary because we weren't doing really anything.
You weren't out. You were just
Yeah. Oh, and then we had deviled eggs,
Yeah.
alien
Of
eyes,
course. Huh?
and alien eyes.
What the hell is an alien eye?
So an alien eye is a ham wrapped around a pickle and cream cheese, if I remember right.
I've
Really?
Never.
Never
I mean, I
heard of
know
that.
of that.
I've never heard
Or
of
no,
it.
maybe it's just ham and a pickle. I can't remember. I know what it tastes like. It tastes good.
Okay. Yeah.
I like putting my pickle in a nice pair of hams too. Sorry.
But that's all we did. Yeah, we
Oh,
just
my God,
sat
dude.
around. I finally got Chelsea to watch Moulin Rouge,
That's a good movie. The remake
wait,
or the
the 2001 one.
were you
with Ewan McGregor?
Yeah,
were you struggling to get her to watch Moulin Rouge?
she's never watched it in her life. It took
What-
forever to watch because we kept getting interrupted, and I was like,
Do you have like
68
an
times.
affinity for Moulin Rouge or
No, it's just a good movie. Like she never watched
two
and
really
tell
good
me
actors in it.
she didn't watch the Interview with the Vampire,
Mhm.
The Lost
seen that.
Boys.
Okay, never seen that.
You've never watched those two?
I've never Interview with Vampire probably, but The Lost Boys I never have. No,
Dude, it's great movies. Great movies.
I'm
You
the
should watch
opposite.
them.
I'm the opposite. I've seen Lost Boys, but not.
The
Interview with the Vampire.
I
It's
can't
good.
recall.
that, wait,
no.
is that the Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah, and Brad Pitt.
God, what a fucking cast.
What does this button do?
Dude, no, it's actually really good.
When everything's plugged in, it mutes the microphone on the headset.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just like the old Apple ones, like.
Yeah, it's pretty
Anyway.
standard.
So,
But,
So you had- you
watched
had a
Moulin
home.
Rouge,
yeah, we had a home and
just
a home.
a 3 people little
Yeah.
get together. That sounds nice. That
Yeah,
sounds
it
good.
was really nice. We just hung out
Yeah.
and it was good.
Any beers?
Yeah, drank.
Drank.
We
Yeah.
drank beers.
Yeah.
Drank beers. Watched Moulin Rouge.
Watched movies, hung out.
Sounds
just,
sounds nice. When did you eat? This is something I want to cover. What time did you eat at?
So we actually snacked around like 1-ish,
Okay.
and so we didn't eat until like 7.
See, that's fine. What's weird is like a lot of people
We'll eat
I've
at
noticed
1.
they get up at fucking 4 to start doing stuff
Mhm.
and stuff they've already prepared the day before, and they eat like in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I just like
Um,
I don't really understand. I like the because in the movies, right?
It's
you
at
see
dinner
mom
time.
setting the turkey down. It's 5-6 p.m. It's getting dark outside already. They're having dinner.
Yeah.
And nobody we have Thanksgiving fucking brunch. Like, and I don't
Dude,
get it.
So
Yeah, because I was like, I've done the whole Thanksgiving thing at like 1 p.m.
It's weird to me.
and then just like hung out for the rest of the day. Which at my point, I was like, I want people to eat, and then I want them to fuck off. I want to hang out with them before we eat, but
And get-
after we're done
and
eating,
leave.
fucking go home.
I'm gonna touch on that. Okay. You
Me?
yeah.
Okay, so I had Thanksgiving at my house. Had 13 people.
Yeah, I saw your pictures.
Fucking a lot of people.
Yeah.
I
didn't.
started cooking the turkey at 8:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, because it takes forever for them to cook.
Yeah, I
In
brined it.
the-
I brined it for 16 hours,
In the oven? Did you cook it in the
Yeah.
oven? Okay.
and I brined it for 16 hours beforehand. So
There you go.
it was
Yeah.
fucking
Fucking
good.
And I think that's what she did with this. turkey.
Watched some football. Watched the Cowboys decimate. Watched, just the Thanksgiving. Went out and threw some ball.
Okay, fun.
I wanted
Um,
that. I didn't get that.
Was
this year.
throwing
Have kids.
was throwing some ball with my I guess you call him my stepbrother
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's
because he's my dad's wife's son. So my stepbro.
I hear that and I just
Oh,
go
sure.
straight.
I
I
went
can't. I
to
can't help it. It's like,
Stop.
oh hey, step bro. Good catch, step bro.
Yep. Zach, you can take off your headphones. It's just not as loud. You can still hear his ass.
No,
He's sitting
because-
next to you.
I know, but it's in my
See,
fucking brain.
I'm not-
with the cans on.
And that's the thing. No, I'm telling. I'm mad at myself for this, Zach. I'm not trying to tease you because
I know.
the second you say stepbrother, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me, dude?
He's like, the porn has
But,
got my
so,
brain.
We went out.
Goner.
Him, my dad, and Peyton came out with us, and I tossed the ball to him, and he just didn't
It
catch
looks like
it.
you're jacking off, dude. You
Toss the
put your hand up higher if you're gonna toss.
Toss me the ball, step bro.
Jesus
It was with his
Christ.
dad.
I tossed it to Peyton a couple times, and he just
Okay.
let it hit him in the chest and looked at it at the ground, and then tried to pick it up.
Didn't do what I.
He doesn't.
do,
Know,
and
he
I
doesn't. He doesn't know what catching is. No, wait, I'm getting to that.
just- okay. All right. I love this.
So it wasn't.
Pull the Blake.
God,
Oh,
I'm
no.
so glad it wasn't my own son. But yes, I did pull a Blake.
Oh shit.
My brother.
Oh no.
It's so weird to say because I've never had a brother. We were starting to throw.
Oh,
some
so now he's avoiding the word.
yeah. So we were throwing some heaters.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Like
yeah.
you would catch it and you
Darts, dude.
catch
Stingers.
it. You'd catch it and you'd be like,
Yeah.
ooh, your
Yeah.
hands would just feel it. And my backyard's not very
It's
Not very
not
big.
very
huge,
long,
yeah.
and so we're throwing
Throwing them hard.
and outruns one of my stepsisters.
This is getting hot.
And fuck off. And
Yeah, that's what she
she's
did.
not. She's not like
I picture
and
it
she's
running
not the
out
age-
like.
stop. Just stop.
Anyway,
She's
get
not
to
like
it.
the age of the kids you fucking hit in the face. She's 11 or 12 or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Man, I
And
thought
she
she was
doesn't
11
see.
or 12 like
she
8
doesn't
years
see
ago.
us, and I fucking throw
Just a
just a fucking perfect spiral Aaron Rodgers type throw. Haven't done it before. Fucking had some heat on it. Like enough when I let go, I could feel it in my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
bap right in the side of the face.
Oh.
That's the worst.
And
Oh, that stings too.
she just dropped to her knees, and I was like, "Oh no!" She didn't cry or anything because she's
Older.
It always
Not-
hits him in the fucking head,
right.
dude. It's
Oh,
like-
I was so worried because it hit like right in the jaw.
Oh
And
no.
I'm like, I broke. I put some heat on it, and I was
yeah.
like, I broke her fucking jaw or busted some teeth out.
I'm going.
At
and-
least some
and I'm
blood
like-
vessels, right?
And she stands up, and it's just you could see like the markings from the football on her face
Aw.
because it wasn't just like the football hit like sideways. It
Yeah.
like the nose of the football just wham,
Yeah.
and it bounced back and hit the back of my roof, and then like it hit her hard enough it bounced back, and I could have
Caught it.
Caught it
He's
again.
like, fumble.
Dude,
And oh man,
it's just it's
that was
so
right,
painful
that was
to
right,
watch.
That
like,
was right before dinner, and so she's sitting there, and it's all red and starting to swell a little bit, and I'm like,
You want some ice for that, honey?
Fuck.
Well,
I'm sorry.
like she wasn't mad at me because she knew
she
we were
ran
doing it,
out. She knew what you were doing, and
but
You see, and that's cool. It's cool to have a mature kid, like,
That's
take
like,
one to
that
the
was
chin
my
and be
fault.
like, oh, that's on me. I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Other than, you're a piece of shit.
so
Yeah.
we had some family time, just kind of bullshitted, talked, caught up because I hadn't seen some like my
And
step siblings in a while. Most of them live in Billings, or they've been in Billings the entire.
yeah, you could have just said other siblings.
My step siblings. That's what they.
That's
fucking
what
are.
they are, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
If you're against the step in them.
I'm not against the step in them. I'm against the.
he's actually quite with it. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
That's what I'm trying to say. I was all
Don't
like-
hit me.
That's what I was trying to save you from. I was just like, you could have just said
Anyways,
my other brother.
I haven't seen them all in quite a while. 2 or 3 of them live in Billings,
Mhm.
and then the other 2 live with my dad and his wife. But I don't go over there. Every time I'm over there, they're always out with friends. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hardly ever seen him. So we're catching up, and then dinner got ready. We had dinner ready, and it was 3:00.
Okay. See, I don't
So
think
not like super early. Not
No,
like
that's
2
that's not
or
terrible.
1.
It's just like 2 seems to be like the average. I'm like,
no.
why are we
and
like in such a hurry for it? Like, I understand the people that have to work the next day. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
Like I pulled the turkey out of the oven at 1:30, and it has to rest for.
so
I let it
long.
rest for an hour,
That's a long time. But
so it was
I
nice
get
and
it.
cooked and moist.
Moist.
Guys, so typically my favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner is the ham.
Yeah.
Really?
Ham beats turkey,
I'm,
except for when I cook the turkey. I don't know if it's because I cooked it and I'm like,
You're a narcissist?
and I'm narcissistic. Like, this is the best fucking. Oh, dude, that brine, whatever I do with
Yeah.
that brine is just fucking.
The brine
just-
He
makes
doesn't
the
even know what
turkey.
he's doing with it.
Dude,
He's
it
just
makes-
like,
and-
it's just good.
and
Brine makes the turkey.
I
It does.
basted it every 30 minutes.
oh,
yeah.
so you're on it. So
Oh, and it
that's-
wasn't just a little tot. It was
Yeah.
got the baster and then
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
sprayed it
You're
back on it,
shoving
and
it
then,
up its ass like.
and then got the little brush and
Yeah.
like brushed it with some
Buttered it and
butter.
shit.
Oh,
I
man.
picture Zach with like like a full apron and then some like mittens.
Well, no,
Or,
it's more along the lines
What
of
are they called?
They're called mittens.
Oven mitts.
Oven
yeah,
mitts.
yeah, oven mitts.
I
Yeah.
don't have any oven mitts actually, so that sucks.
What?
I pulled that fucking turkey out with my bare hands.
Dude, they're practically free. Get some
Yeah.
oven mitts.
I just
Dude, I
we
mean,
had-
like,
we
get a
had-
rag.
we
Shit,
had
dude.
some. We had some, and I don't know where the fuck they
They're
went.
at the dollar store. Fucking get some
But-
oven mitts.
Fuck, you can knit those fuckers. Like, why are you handing
For
it?
whatever reason, we have like 12 oven mitts.
We have some hot pads.
Yeah,
But when I went to take the
that's
turkey,
fine, yeah.
when I went to take the turkey out of the oven, the hot pads were being used, so they didn't burn my table or my countertop. So I'm like, okay,
Here we go.
Real fast.
Here we
you
go.
like put them in some cold water.
no,
Oh,
I
dude,
just
that would
fucking
hurt
went
so
in.
much more.
I just went in dry.
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 But then I didn't use like a fancy pan. It was just like the foil pan. So
yeah.
that doesn't matter. It
the
still fucking
second the
hurts.
heat was gone, and it didn't
Yeah,
burn me.
the
they're
those
foil.
pans they'll
Dissipate
they'll
heat real
dissipate
fast.
pretty quick. Yeah, I can
So-
see that. But
I went in and touched it a couple times and kind of dissipated the heat, and then fucking just threw it on the oven.
I'm the kind of guy that like every time I go to pull something out of the microwave, I do the whole fuck, and I throw it to the you're running across the room to throw it, and I do it every single time. And
And I know better.
And like when I'm heating up a pan, I touch it. Like
It's like same thing when you open the fucking oven door and you just put your face in it. You get hit with the
I
heat.
fucking
Blast like,
I don't
fuck.
know what it is, but if there's something cooking in there that smells good, I intentionally do that. Like
Really.
it burns my face, but I'm like, oh god, that smells so fucking good.
Not me. I always just open it up and I'm like,
I
oh,
was-
looking at fuck.
I was salivating over my turkey when I was preparing it. Like
Yeah.
I was.
I'm-
The ham was good though. My dad brought the ham. He ordered it from Glenwood, so it was a smoked ham,
nice ham. Yeah.
and just reheated it in a crock pot, and then a little bit in my oven after the turkey came out. But it was a good ham.
I'm,
But
yeah,
my turkey was just so good. It wasn't dry. Like I've had
Yeah,
some turkeys
nice
that
and-
tasted fine,
Mhm.
but it was
You know what I mean.
they were dry.
yeah. There's
Fucking-
there's some
the
there's
ones you
a
have to-
huge chasm in turkeys. Like
There's a huge chasm in any food, really.
in anything, but like turkey can be real bad.
Oh yeah, no, like the
Like, it
point
can-
where it's so dry, you have to. Like,
can-
I'm using sauce to get this down.
You're
you
only
dick.
eating it by scooping potatoes and gravy on it.
At that point, you're just eating potatoes and gravy.
You might as well
Just
mash
mushing
it in
all-
with everything.
I'm a big mush it all together kind of guy.
Are you?
Are you? So when I'm preparing my plate
Mm-hmm.
from the spread, it's the first plate is my
First,
who has
Who
one
eats just
plate?
one plate?
me.
Like one little tiny plate or one fucking full.
You just pack your
Toppling
damn
over.
plate and go.
Okay,
That way you don't have to
You
get back.
go
a-
back. You go back.
You don't go back.
I don't
Fuck
like I
that.
don't like packing my plate. My
Packing
fucking-
my plate.
Holy-
Packing my plates.
Oh, I think I smell fucking burnt toast. I think I just stripped.
Struggle City on that one.
My
Oh,
first
man.
plate is always the meat and the potatoes,
just the
like-
meat and potatoes.
and it's packed full
Mhm.
and just drizzled with fucking brown gravy over
Yeah.
everything: the ham, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing. That's
Everything.
it.
Yeah.
I fucking
And then I
hate
go
it.
back and I get a little bit more meat and a little bit more potatoes, and then like some deviled eggs and some this, some that, and
No,
Yeah.
see,
No, that's a good way to do it. I don't take the everything variety. I'm there for like
specific things.
Yeah, I'm there for the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the gravy. I do more minimum on the gravy than you do, but I get what you're saying. Stuffing, big stuffing guy. And then my mom does this thing she calls Oriental salad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a noodly kind of different kind of salad. And when I was a kid, I was like, that's gross. And then I tried it as an adult, and I'm like, now I eat half a pound of it at a time.
Is it just like macaroni salad or
No, it's
they
I
got
couldn't-
chopped veggies or some shit.
chopped
in it.
veggies and
Some
stuff.
weird
Yeah,
green
I don't know.
stuff,
It's-
and then the noodles.
It's pretty straightforward, but
It's good.
simple and good.
What time do you guys have dinner?
We did later this year. I want to say at least after 3. I wasn't at a. It was closer to 4. I want to say this year because I fell asleep on the couch. I had my turkey day nap before dinner because we were like sitting watching football. I was up a little bit early, knocked out on the couch a little bit. Apparently, there's a hilarious photo of me and my father-in-law
Sleeping
that
on the
I have.
couches.
Yeah, and we had a very small one this year.
Mhm.
My grandma and my mom are here for the holidays because my grandma just got her knee replaced, and we're watching over her, and my mom's here to provide like the full-time
The full-time
Care
care
of her.
when you guys are at work.
Yeah, and so it was them, and then father-in-law, and then Amanda's family trickled in periodically as they finished the rest of their day. So it went from really small to actually kind of packed
Massive,
at the
yeah.
end, but like, yeah, it was really super small and quiet leading up to just watching football, and
Mhm.
like I was like. I had a 6-pack of beers in the fridge, but like nobody else was drinking anything. So like I had to wait until like a reasonable hour to like open one because I didn't want to look like a psychopath,
Dude, I know. I was like, if you're gonna judge me, it's a holiday.
Yeah.
If I want to be drunk at 9 in the
serious.
morning,
So
it's my deal.
I don't get a drink on Thanksgiving
Why?
Wow.
because
Are you a
I
douchebag?
can't no.
Well,
You
because
guys know how I am when I'm drunk.
Yeah,
I'm-
well, that's why I was confused. I was like, what are you doing?
it's- I can drink a little bit leading
Couple
up to
beers
it, but there has to be a time when I have to cut it off because I work the next day.
Sure, and like this was the first time because this is the first time I've ever had Black Friday off. Like it's just a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I like ever did more than 2 or 3. Like I had like a full 6-pack. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I feel like shit. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You guys are so old.
Well,
And
it's
see, I
because I've reduced it so much that I'm like starting to lose my.
Oh, dude, the
Well,
other
but
so
tolerance is out.
Yeah. I
Wednesday
guess.
night, I went hard in the paint on it.
Yeah.
I bought an 18-pack, and when I went to bed, there were 3 of those motherfuckers.
Oh my
left.
god,
He's
dude!
like, fourth.
I'm surprised he
tomorrow.
didn't like piss the bed.
And then, well, I
That's
pissed
my
before
problem.
I
Is
went
I
to bed.
pee too much.
But the thing is I woke up 8:00, Turkey Day, not a fucking hangover in sight.
Really?
I'm like, the fuck? I have 4, and I have a pretty gnarly hangover.
you were
Yeah.
just so drunk you didn't
18,
even know you were
or
drunk.
like
Isn't it
What,
weird? I
14?
can't figure out hangover science. Like, it's like
it's just your
I
body,
don't know if
dude.
it's I don't know if it's like because right before I went to bed, I ate. I had a big glass of water. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
could
what
be.
did it. Maybe
It
that's
all
what
adds
did it,
up.
But I didn't take any.
You don't need to take
anything
meds
or
and shit
nothing.
like that.
But I woke up and my wife kind of nudged me because I didn't set an alarm because I was too drunk to remember to set an alarm.
yeah.
But she nudged me awake. She's like, Peyton's up. I'm gonna take care of him. Do you want to?
So
start the
this.
turkey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, up. Yep, let's go.
no problem.
Like wasn't like.
You know what?
"Ugh,
It could have been a
ugh,"
lot of
yeah.
things. It could have been the fact that you're like, I have today off. Fuck it.
Like you're just like
You
it's
know-
just like gonna be a good day.
Yeah, because you know, like when you get up for work, you're like, sometimes it's like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna struggle to get up.
right.
But on a holiday, you get up at the exact same time, hell, even
Fucking,
earlier,
like,
and you're like, woo!
Spring out of bed,
Yeah.
you're like, it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. I mean,
Oh,
that's exactly what it is.
I was gonna say though, as far as our turkey goes, because yours sounds great. We've been smoking our turkey for the last few years.
It's a good one.
And we smoke it generally for a few hours, a couple hours,
Yeah.
and then typically we'll bring it in because we'll smoke it and get all that nice like smoky flavor on the outside, and then we'll usually bring it in and throw it in the oven for a while to finish it off.
Okay.
And I mean, dude, this turkey came out this year. I mean, just
Pieces.
yeah. I
of-
mean, it was just so soft and just
fuck yeah.
it wasn't even moist. It was wet, dude. It was so wet.
Wet.
Like your lips were glistening. Just, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was so delicious.
I wouldn't
And
say mine was
is-
that moist.
it is. Well, yeah, this was the one. This is we're getting better at it, I would say, like, because we've
Yeah.
experimented. Now we're getting like the process down a little bit better. I don't have very much to do with it. Let me be clear
Have you
about
guys,
that.
did you guys
Like,
brine it beforehand too, or
We brine it usually
You got
for 2 days, but this time we only did like
That's
a
too much.
day.
that's too much?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's really
No, but,
it's-
like,
well, let's say
I think
16
hours. Is, like, how big was your bird?
large. It was very large this year because my mom bought it, and my mom does everything.
Okay,
like,
well then
she's
2
like
days would be
24
fine.
pounds and above.
Fuck.
Like
huge,
mine
yeah.
was a 15-pound bird. And
Yeah.
16 hours is like
ours
Yeah,
was
it depends on the
pushing it.
size of
Ours
it.
was well over 20 this
Mhm.
year, and like we don't typically do that, but my mom's like, "Oh, fucking want leftovers," and we're like, "Okay, Jesus."
Yeah.
And she like she bought so much stuff. I couldn't fit it. I almost couldn't. I had to rearrange everything because I almost couldn't fit it in the fucking fridge. I
Yeah.
had to take some stuff out to our deep freeze, and which I need to get it in here because that would be so much easier. But
Yeah, let us know. We'll help you.
that would be awesome. I have a hand truck. I just need like somebody to back me up on the way
He's
down
full
the
of some
stairs.
coke.
I did. I did.
Anyway,
Hey, you know
um,
what? We're short on at work.
Hand truck.
Hand fucking trucks.
Well, everybody hated this one, so I was like doing them a favor because
No,
I
yours
loved
is the
it.
nicest of the steel ones.
Yeah, I loved it, and everybody's like, "Fuck that one." It's like because it was like kind of heavier than
Yeah.
the wrist, and it had like kind of a tilt to it, and I loved it. But everybody like hated it. I was like, you know what? I'll eliminate it as an option, and
Yeah.
I would take it home on the weekend so it wouldn't disappear. I would throw it in the back of my truck and take it home, and then
you just stopped taking it back.
once I didn't need it at work anymore, I just kind of left it here. And it was it's very useful because it's very heavy duty. But anyway, so my mom bought so much food and a huge turkey, and so we actually did brine it for less time. And when I say 2 days, I mean it goes in one night, and so it's a night, a day, and a night. So kind of like more of a day and a half, I
Okay,
guess.
I get you. Okay.
And this time it was just one day, and it was brined perfectly. Put it in the smoker. I have to take the grate out of the smoker because the turkey was too big.
Yeah.
So I had to lay it in the bottom on the metal pan thing. And it's weird because it kind of comes out with a pinkish color.
Yeah, I'm used to
And-
that. Though.
And so like it'll like
You get worried.
it'll trick you into thinking it's kind of raw, and
Yeah.
it's not.
No.
But the first year I was like,
Should
and-
we eat this?
but now I know, I'm so familiar with it. It's like I was like, you can't cook it in the smoker for 2.5 hours and then in the oven for however long and,
And
it
it's-
be raw. That's
yeah.
like not.
You have to be fucking up
Yeah.
on an astronomical
I'm like,
level.
you would have to cook it at 150 degrees for that to be true. You know,
I will say that my turkey. I've done a 15-pound bird the 3 years that I've been in my house
Okay.
because I've hosted Thanksgiving all 3 years. The first year was the same people that were this time, and leftovers were
Mhm.
there. I had probably 2 days worth of like turkey sandwiches.
those are so good.
This year, I had no turkey.
Ooh.
It was gone, huh?
It was.
They
I had
peeled it.
some. I had some of the brown or the brown meat. I had some of the brown meat. I had some of the dark meat.
I had
left.
some of that
Yeah,
'Cause
colored
no,
meat.
I don't think people really like dark meat all that much.
Do you know what
I do.
I found out?
In sandwiches, I do.
It's better.
No.
It depends.
It's more flavorful because it's got more fat in it.
Well, yeah, maybe. I just don't.
In
for sa-
chicken,
for sa- for
dark meat is better.
For sandwiches, I like the dark meat on the turkey. And I made 2 sandwiches out of what was left,
Yeah.
and that was all the leftovers for the turkey.
Yeah, they peeled it. You're gonna have
Fucking
to
it
start
was-
doing a bigger turkey.
yeah.
Well, the thing is,
As your
15
family grows and people start showing up?
we were all full when we left.
Yeah.
But yeah, next year I'm going to do a bigger turkey, so I do have the
And
leftovers because
if
I
you
love
start-
turkey sandwiches.
If you start impressing people with your cooking, they're gonna start taking bigger helpings at first, so that they know that they're gonna get theirs. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to start doing a 20-pounder,
Well,
like
that's what
20 plus
happened.
pounder. Yeah.
That's what happened. Is everyone took just one little slice of turkey,
Yeah.
and then they went back for the
More.
One
Yeah.
person had 4, and
Yeah.
so they had 5 more. I'm like, and then do you know how much there was? Half of the ham, and it was only like an 8-pound ham left.
Yeah.
They devoured a 15-pound bird, but
But see,
the ham.
I'm not a ham
the ham
guy.
Was, the ham
I'm
was
not a ham
good.
guy.
The
Like,
ham
Me
was
either.
good.
I get people that love hams. My dad is all for the ham. Me, I'm like, take it or leave it. You know, I'm
Yeah, I
actually
don't
gonna.
mind.
I'm gonna if there's a bunch,
Well, that
I'll
just
take
seems
a slice
that
or
just
two.
seems
but-
like you, anyways. You seem more of a
Turkey, dude.
white meat or red meat kind of guy.
What the
Oh no, definitely not. I'll take steak, dude. Shove it up my ass.
All right, guys. With that, I think we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna go find a steak and shove it up Blake's ass.
Oh my god!
We'll
I
see you
can't
guys
wait.
in about
A millisecond.
a millisecond.
millisecond.
Bye.
Stroke my, lick my, suck my cock. It's the first time for you. So here's what you do. Unzip me and strip me and show me you care. Don't go ripping out my pubic hair. Reach for my, grab for my, pull at my cock. You can do it with ease. Just get on your knees. Start ripping and slurping. My dick will get firm. Soon you'll be tasting sperm.
I thought we
That's
could
one of
come
my
back to
favorite
that.
Christmas songs.
Really?
Hey guys, welcome
Yeah.
back. Well, we're back.
We've been back.
We've been.
We here. So we were outside. We were able to get the steak up Blake's ass all the way.
Yes.
Can you taste it
Yeah.
that far?
You can taste things through your colon like faster than your tongue. I would argue.
You
I
would?
think so.
Yeah.
Do you, if you stuff the holy fuck?
Stuff-
I'm still fucking
He's a-
stroking.
He's a stuffed
Marble
slut.
mouth fucking.
I'm fucking doing the Gavin today. Okay.
Oh wow,
usually-
that's
it
definitely
is
not a
usually
goddamn
you.
move.
Huh?
You leave me out of this.
You leave me.
Not
out.
being able to talk. That is a you.
It's not my fault. I survived.
I survived.
Most people don't live through their stroke.
I'm a survivor.
I actually don't know if that's statistically right.
if most of them live through it. Yeah, you just said stuff. You just say stuff, state stuff as a fact, and just usually leave it. Like,
Yeah, see, there's been times where I've done that just to see how many people are like, is that right?
I feel like I'm the one that mostly usually
You-
goes
you-
like, you don't even know.
But Blake, I think you're just so hip to my bullshittery.
Yeah.
That's why you do it.
Right.
And like I'll be trying to fuck with people, and Blake's all like, no. And I'm like, you're like the person who fucking ruins my Facebook fights. I'm trying to start a war. He's all like, no, he's just fucking with you guys. Don't let him get to you.
I'm like, this is
So-
bullshit. Don't let it happen. I have done that.
When you stuff food up your ass, do you know that you'll shit out of your mouth?
Right. No,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
this is a scientific fact. We
Yep.
have
We have proof of it.
it's supposed to be healthier for you, right?
Yep. So we have the proof right here. Let me just unmute it, I guess.
Well, Cartman, hold on. God, let a man crap. What's going on? Cartman shoved food up his ass and now he's trying to crap out his mouth. Oh.
I love that he leaves. Me too.
Go
Oh,
on, smartass, and do it. I'm doing it, I-80. God, give me a minute.
Okay.
Tab 5, dude. I can't do it with you guys watching. Turn around. No, because you'll just crap out your butt and say it came out your mouth. Do you really think I'd be that deceitful, you guys?
Yes.
Damn it, you guys.
I'm so seriously.
dude, this made me want to gag. I'm not even gag.
the fuck out of here.
Yes, I did it! I crapped out my mouth! I crapped out my mouth!
Dude, that just makes me so sick
God
just
damn
to
it.
think about it. Could you imagine
just-
shit coming out of your mouth?
I just,
Yeah, no.
I just gagged so hard. Hey,
Hey, are you in the mood to gag some more?
Oh,
Ew.
kind of.
Kinda?
Yeah.
Because I can we can just.
Oh, you think you're gonna make me gag?
If you played that cum video, I'll swear to God. I swear to God, I'll take you out of this goddamn life. Peyton's gonna grow up without a father. I will kill you, and then I will take your position. Fuck you. That's
Wow.
gross.
Yeah, man, he really hates that sound, doesn't he? You think you get more accustomed to it, you know, but like
You don't.
I didn't either. I looked like such an asshole when I was like, guys, you got to watch this. I've seen it like 17 times and I'm still gagging.
Dude, yeah, Blake is
I think-
it's all about it. You acted so strong. You're like, yeah, I can do.
Well, I knew I was going to do that. Like, there's no, like, I know myself, but it's worth it to watch somebody else react to it.
No, it has a moment. Like
Yeah.
I can see if we were like not on the podcast, especially because I'm pretty sure all of our fans who have actually been watching from the beginning are like, I will fucking quit you.
if you continue that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't keep happening for sure. It
Maybe
gets tired.
2 years from now,
Well, you start to-
go ahead and play it.
You start to visualize
Once.
it a little bit too well, I think. Like you start to like
Well,
get
it's
the
because it's
pictures in there.
nasty.
It is nasty.
And
yeah.
I think the fact that he's like commentating on his nut is
Yeah.
what offends me the most.
Yeah.
The fact that what it is, and the fact that he's like,
It's a
you
little-
know, it's got a little hint of oats. I'm like,
It's
no,
so
look here, you
crazy, like,
stupid
It's, got a,
bitch.
it's a little tangy.
It's like I'm surprised he wasn't like that tasted like Mountain Dew and Doritos exclusively.
Dude, if I knew that dude personally and he's like, yeah, I smoke my jizz and, you know, commentate, I'm like, I will whip the ass right off of you.
Whip the ass right off of you.
I will.
I will whip the ass.
Hey, you know
right
what?
off.
The
Dude,
dude,
that's
I
going
would
on a
fucking
t-shirt.
Just smoke this dude. I would fucking be so angry.
I'm gonna whip the
You're
ass
to smoke
right
him
off.
like he did his cum.
Somebody,
No.
please, for the love of God, write that down. I need that.
Whip that
I'm
ass,
gonna whip
right?
the ass right off of you.
You've never heard that?
No, because it's never been said before.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
So going back, I wanna address something about funny sayings.
Okay.
So I
have
named.
a lot of them, evidently.
So I chose the wrong cold outro or cold intro for the last episode.
What was it?
I chose a funny one. It was when Dylan made his call.
Right.
Which
that
was
was
funny.
a good one.
Oh, by the way, I was supposed to
But-
ask if he ever got a call back.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
doubt
he would have told me.
but listening to the episode, I should have chose what I named the episode because when I
Yeah.
got to that part,
Dude, it's so
I
funny.
fucking died.
It was so funny. Do you have it like right now?
Like the episode,
I mean, do you have it? Like, I was just wondering if you had that clip prepared.
No.
That was so funny.
but I mean, it
It was good.
It
It was
fucking-
It was good.
done killed me.
It
Yeah.
done
Well, because
killed
Dylan,
you.
it almost killed Dylan. You could hear it.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you, a bird?
Bird.
It was.
Like,
It was
just the-
kind of out of nowhere, dude.
No, it wasn't. That is within realms, man. I like.
Within realms,
Yeah.
most things are. I think.
I can kind of find it.
You can
Let
kinda
you guys
find-
talk for a second here, and
Yeah.
I'll
Why
find
don't
it.
you explore and we'll like.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Now we're on this topic of like weird sayings and shit.
Mhm.
I've noticed that like I have a lot of them.
Mhm.
Like I just have things that
Just
I
go-to phrases, yeah.
go-to phrases. Everyone else's they don't seem to have. They're like, I've never heard that in my life. I'm like,
I
how?
always,
How have you never heard that?
I always appreciated
Oh, you
like
guys
the
make
older
sure
guy
for
that has a
that.
million of them, you know,
Mhm.
like just on tap, like ready to go. And I just can never seem to
Find 'em?
recall them right when I need them. I'll use the wrong one or it'll be sloppy. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I don't go to it a lot because I do appreciate them, but I don't have the
the repertoire.
well, I
Or the
can't
confidence.
just like find it and like pull it out and like I fuck it up, dude. It's just like so I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wish I was that guy. Just kind of not, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's
feel
not
like it's built in, or
All right, I done.
you don't choose to be that. Oh, okay.
I done found it.
dumbfounded.
Oh yeah,
Early.
because it got dark and he got confused.
It was just like
What are you, a bird? He's like, the sun went down. I gotta go home.
What does that mean? I didn't. I would need more of the lead up to it. I can't remember what we were saying.
oh, it's how I
Because he was early. He's
It's
all-
because I was like, I was like, I'm gonna make a point to be there on time.
Okay, just play it again, just a little
All
bit,
right.
just a little bit further back, because it was funny.
Oh, you guys make
Are you
fun
sure?
of me for always
I don't know.
like showing up early, but it's just because I'm like the week is over. I'm excited to do this fucking podcast,
Yeah,
and then I get
the fuck is over
Zach's
my
gonna be
face?
there
Oh.
an hour early. So I
we
said
just give him shit for it. Yeah,
And he's
so I was
like,
like,
you're
you know
being
what? I'm gonna-
punctual.
I'm gonna make-
Trevor's never punctual.
I'm gonna make a point and make it there like right on time. And I was still 30 minutes
he
early
was half
because
hour early because it got dark and he got confused.
It was just like
What are you, a bird? He's like, the sun went down. I gotta go home.
Dylan died. Dude, look at him.
Both of you bolted out me. Like I just like I'm like what? Why are you? And then Blake is
I
like,
didn't laugh as much.
posturing.
I was
your-
laughing too.
I
but-
wasn't laughing at his comment or your comment. I was laughing at Dylan's reaction.
It's Dylan.
And then when I re-listened to it,
gotcha.
that's his reaction is what got me.
Dylan finds humor in the funniest things, but he's right because it is funny. Like, why would you think of, what are you, a bird?
that makes sense to me. I don't know why that's like.
I think
So-
about it and I'm trying to make sense and I feel like I'm almost there and then I'm like, no, I still can't find it.
You
So
can't
I-
find sense in that, dude.
I
It makes
can't.
I was like, you don't see birds flying around at night.
Yeah.
So,
So
when it
I,
gets dark, they're like, oh, gotta go home.
It's
yeah,
just
and
like
Zach's
that
all
to-
like, oh, it's dark. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
for that to be your first thought though. What are you, a
It was a little different.
Okay, just the
Um,
one more time. I'm sorry. The what are you, a bird? And then let Dylan laugh all the way through
Let him laugh all the way through.
a little bit more.
That's all Blake wants to hear. He just wants to hear his brother laugh.
Well, the look on his face too is
Early 'cause
priceless.
It got dark and he got confused.
It was just like,
What are you, a bird? he's like, the sun went down. I gotta go home.
What are you, a bird?
I don't even remember him touching me. Fucking animals do shit like that, dude. They're all like, the sun went down. It's time for bed. I'm not a fucking hunter.
so
You sound dumb when you try to
When I try
when
to
you're trying to
explain it
explain
after.
to yourself, it sounded real dumb.
Yeah, I know.
So you in that last episode, you made a comment how I always go for the low hanging fruit as the title.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I didn't make that
I
comment.
Blake
That was
did.
me.
Oh.
I took so everyone listening, this episode was recorded 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago, and it went up for you guys last week.
Yeah.
So it took me a whole week to
Get
sit
it
down
done.
and edit it. And usually I listen to parts of it and I choose a title based off some of the funny parts. I was in a hurry to get it edited because I was like, fuck, I'm late on this. And so I was doing the title card first, which is out of order because usually I pick out the funny part. I'm like, all right, that's the
Yeah,
name
but
of the
we
title.
decided that that's
But-
what the episode should even be called in the episode.
I don't remember, but I don't remember that. I
It's
don't
right
remem-
after this.
I don't remember that. So I went and typed in as the episode title, low hanging fruit title.
Oh, that's funny. That would
Which
have
would have been a good
hilarious.
episode title too, because it was
Yeah.
mentioned during the podcast.
Right.
But then as I was listening to it, and it was when I was looking for the cold open,
Mm-hmm.
because I skip around because I can look at it and I can see like spots where we laugh because our
Yeah.
mics kind of get a little louder. I was like, oh, what's this part? And what are you, a bird? And I was like, all right, that's the one. What are you, a bird? So
Dude, it was so funny.
a little bit behind the scenes there. I'm a
What are
piece
you,
of
a
shit.
bird?
I don't edit on time a lot of the times.
Well,
That's all right.
you've got a regular life shit to deal with. Like,
Well,
I
and that was the
never-
thing I was actually thinking about when I was on the way over here. Is I was like, because we were talking about it, I was like, oh, fuck, we really need to get back onto the whole once a week thing. But then I was like, as much as that is true, we do. At the same time, I was like, we got to remember that it's not our job.
It's just for fun.
This is for fun.
Yeah.
We do this because
Sometimes
we
we
want
can,
to.
Yeah, and sometimes we can get a little bit hung up on
on it.
yeah
On doing
and-
it. I was
yeah.
like, we don't get a paycheck from this. If like we were making a paycheck from this, I totally get us being like, hey assholes, let's get here.
like let's get
do
it done. Trevor,
know.
you're fired.
Shit like that. But then I was just like, no, yeah, we gotta just when I get like hyped up, I'm like, you motherfuckers, show up, do
God damn it.
your
Yeah.
parts, and then I'm just like, I gotta chill the fuck out.
It's just yeah.
Yeah, well, this is for fun, and I enjoy it, and maybe that's why I get so hung up on it
because it's so fun.
yeah, because it's fun, and I'm like, oh, this is nice, this is a great
Yeah.
getaway, and
yeah. And then
now
the
it's-
holidays are weird and real life stuff happens.
right
People got to work. It's.
because
I wish we could just quit our jobs and just do this. Like that would be
that'd be so fucking fun.
so cool. Like
if we did this every day though,
not
like-
every day. Not every day. Like we have to have more shit going on for that to happen. Really.
dude, no, I think that's what we should do. Just once,
Well, we'd
do a
have to,
whole week.
we'd have to do like some of those other guys do and like just have topics to just argue about.
Oh
You
no,
know, it's
that's what
like-
I'm talking about. We
yeah.
just create a series of topics beforehand. We all just be like, you gotta just know this,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, and then just one whole week.
Yeah,
every fucking day.
I have an episode every day. A 2-hour episode every day.
every
dude,
fucking
there's
day.
no way. We could do an hour, I bet.
Dude, I think that would be so fucking cool.
Do you know how long
And we'll call it the
do you know-
podcast challenge, and then we'll be the only fuckers who ever did it.
Do you know
Joe
how
Rogan does it on accident.
I guess he doesn't count.
do you realize how long we'd have to sit down here to prepare a week's worth of 2-hour or even 1-hour episodes? 9 hours down here at minimum.
That's not
10
bad.
Yeah,
10
I
hours
like
of
where,
recording.
I like where Gavin's going with this.
I
Like,
don't.
Well, what
You're
if
such a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
3 seems plausible?
3 days in a row?
Yeah, that seems totally plausible.
A Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
You know, I could see like a full episode, and then halfway through the week a mini episode, and then at the end of the week a full episode. I
Yeah.
could see that,
Something like that.
and I threw around the idea of doing that.
I've thrown around the idea of doing at least 2 episodes monthly on like a Friday and a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That way we had backups just in case we got the holidays
Yeah.
kicked in and shit like that. And you guys were like, yeah. And then you know what
It
happened?
just never happened.
Yeah, and,
Well-
the times that I was like, we have nothing going on this weekend, you guys were like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
so-
vegetable at
dude,
home.
it's like pretty easy to get lazy sometimes. Be like, you know what?
Here we go, talking about the podcast.
Yeah, talking
On the
about
podcast.
podcast details on the podcast.
fuck it. I don't give
Anyway,
a fuck.
so
Eat my nuts.
today's phrase of the week.
In today's phrase of the week,
Yeah, our dictionary.
Wabba-cha.
Urban
our
Dictionary
Urban
word of the day.
Dictionary phrase of the week. Something dick, something poop, something fucking.
I fucking nailed it all.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was brought to you by Marlboro NXTs.
that'd be
we
so
don't give you
sick,
cancer.
Dude, that'd be cool.
We don't give you cancer, we promise.
dude.
we
Read the
don't
label.
give you.
This episode is brought to you by Marlboro. They're healthy now.
BetterHelp.com. Do
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that'd be so cool.
you want to get sponsored by BetterHelp?
Yeah.
Do I?
We can apply for a sponsorship. I doubt
Seriously?
we'll
Yeah, we'll never get it. We would never get
Dude,
that.
do it right now.
get it. Dude, I bet that.
No, do it right
application
now because
process
it
is
won't
long.
happen at all if we don't do it right now.
I'm not applying for BetterHelp.
We
A
Wait a minute, what
therapy-
is better help?
BetterHelp
It's
is a
a
therapist.
online therapy.
Oh,
You know,
no.
they'd like probably
I don't give
offer
a-
us a discount code for us to use it.
Dude,
but,
you guys need it.
Yeah, it's like if you're listening to Easily Offensive Podcast, we have help for you. And we
that
just
in.
start
I
throwing.
seriously
Jesus
want.
Christ, that was a good like commercial.
I want to get sponsored by like a pocket pussy company, like Joe Rogan did. Fleshlight.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking.
That'd be
dope.
tight.
Bad
Yeah.
Dragon.
Bad Dragon.
No,
Yes, and then
isn't
we'll.
that a dildo company?
It's a lot of things, but
It's a lot of company.
yeah, it does sex.
Yeah, and we'd
It
have to
does
picture
sex.
us like advertising it, like, oh, yeah, what is it called? Magic Dragon.
Bad Dragon.
Bad
Bad
Dragon. It's
Magic
like-
Dragon. No,
we're
that's
like-
a kid's book.
Like, hey guys, dude, these feel super great in your ass. We'd have to like really,
Dude, I don't care. I would totally do that.
Yeah.
You know how much money we'd probably make out of that?
not that
And
much.
just saying, our
Mm,
average
and
viewer
on top of
base
the-
is mostly women.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And they're probably perverts.
Well,
dude,
And
Probably.
I can tell you for sure. I know for a fact one of them is.
dude. Or I know Blue Chew. That's a big one. Everybody has like all the YouTubers and stuff. They do all
Do a
that.
blue chewer.
Blue Chew. Like I want to go old school. Viagra Cialis. Like that's our
There you go.
yeah.
Dude, you know that I think that would be cool if we got that and they just like sent us a bunch
Like,
of pills.
dude,
I've
you-
always wanted to try.
I'm like,
Not
you
me.
go.
I can't.
We're like, you want to
Yeah.
make your dick hard with chemicals, dude? Like here we go.
You don't like the person you're having sex with? We got chemicals.
I actually got to talk about a sponsor that I hear all the time on a podcast I listen to. It's
We're giving free shout outs by saying their names right now.
Who cares?
Yeah.
anyways the I for-
Caribou
I-
Lou.
I
Let's get on
forgot
that.
what it's one of those it's one of those powdered supplement drinks that
Okay.
G
the-
Fuel?
like,
Athletic Greens.
no, like it's like a G Fuel. You know what
Oh.
G Fuel is, right?
Yeah, that's like a
It's-
gamer.
It's a gamer
Fucking
fuel.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
not really just it's powdered energy drink pretty much.
That's for gamers.
Yeah.
Mostly for gamers.
Fucking says G Fuel.
I think it's called Gamer Subs.
It's pretty implied.
Anyways, so these guys, they're called the Goons. It's one of my favorite podcasts because they're a lot like us. They don't really have like a concrete this is our podcast. They get on there and they just bullshit.
They
for
just
two.
go for broke. Yeah.
And it's kind of like us. And that's what I liked about our podcast. But anyways, they get their sponsored by these guys, right? They have a flavor out and everything. But when they get on there, they're like, yeah, fucking take gamer subs and you can snort it.
Oh shit.
And they're like, and it definitely probably won't kill you.
That's good.
And
I
they're
like that. I like that.
they're like, they're doing their they're advertising for it, right? Because they're sponsored by it, but they're also talking shit on it. And the company likes it because they're like, well, they know that these guys
Are goofballs.
are
and-
goofballs. And it's like, yeah, and we fed it, our new flavor tastes like dead grandpa
There you go.
Damn.
or
That sounds cool.
grandpa's ashes or something like that. And we're like, and it's funny. And I want to find a company that we can sponsor, that sponsors us, that is okay with us going like, yeah, and you can go over to Dollar Tree and where everything's $1 because everything's fucking shitty over there, but it's $1.
Yeah. What did you expect? Yeah, that would be good.
Because that's what our podcast is.
Yeah.
We're offensive.
We're offensive. Or like, I'd love to be sponsored by like a gas station. That's
like
like,
a-
right up our
Gas
alley.
stations are like literally family friendly
I'd love
most
it.
cases now, so that would probably not go.
I'd be
well.
like, this episode's brought to you by Maverick because let's face it, you don't want to cook.
Yep.
This episode
If
is
you're eating at Maverick, you definitely don't know how to cook.
Yeah, they do bonfire. But the thing is I would talk about the bonfire grill so honestly because I love it.
this episode is
like-
brought to you by Dad's Travel Centers, where your father might have left you, but we're here.
Yeah. See, awesome shit like that.
Or
We're missing
This
out
is
on-
brought to you by KJ's Travel Centers because white mustard tastes better than water.
I was gonna say that we have the cleaner bathrooms, but I was like, my store did.
Or
I used to work there. God damn
yeah,
it.
no, that's what I was like. We got to go from store to store, or going back to
Working
back to,
court.
We all
going
worked
back
for
to ma-
KJ's.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, not all of us got fired from it, but
We didn't
This-
ruin
this-
other
the-
people's lives.
This this episode is brought to you by KJ's. One of your employees might convince someone to sell for them underage.
No.
sell them underage beer. Or 7-Eleven, because let's face it, you're smoking your lunch.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Fuck.
it's for real though. Guys will go in there, construction guys.
I'll just need
This is like on the nose. They go in there, white monster,
Mm-hmm.
pack of cigarettes. They might get a roller hot dog.
Yeah.
That's lunch every
Yep.
day. Every day.
Yep.
This episode
If
is
you're-
Or
brought to
if
you
chips.
you're
by-
doing
a bag
that-
of fucking chips.
Yeah. Sorry.
God doesn't love you.
That asphalt guys or like
Yeah.
roofing guys, fucking all
I
the
love that
same.
you give me the look.
All the same. What?
He said, God doesn't love you. I'm like,
And then you stop
Damn.
sneezing.
Oh, I can still feel it tickling me.
God?
God, I can feel God in my nose.
Man, he's coming in all the wrong places now.
Oh
Coming.
man, but
Ew.
dude, like seriously, if there's a gas station out there that's like,
They'd be like, give us an honest review of like, okay, I'll go visit.
like
I hate it
I
here.
seriously it's sad that it's not around our well, you guys
Come
are
and
not-
go.
No, like just stop and go in Rigby, like so KJ's like
Yeah.
that was my shit. It was like wasn't super nice, but it wasn't a total shithole.
Yeah.
And like you went there getting what you got. It's just like the same shit every single day.
Yeah. There was no
People-
surprise.
People walked in when I worked there. They'd walk in. I'd already have my hand on what they were going to ask for because I had it memorized. And
Small town gas
little
station.
bit like the gas station is like the go-to place in a small town.
It really is. It's a hangout spot,
But
which is
yeah,
just
man.
trashy.
Yeah, it's a little trashy, but like everybody like accepts it for what it is. Hit us up, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cheap. We're already giving it to you for free.
Yeah.
So, and
This episode is brought to
like
you by Taco Bell.
whichever one that we mentioned chooses to sponsor us, fuck those other ones. Like
Yeah.
we didn't mean it.
Speaking of Taco Bell, they got rid of it's like the cheese one. I can't remember what it's called now. Fuck.
The quesorito?
I think so.
I got rid of the quesarito. I'm sad.
It's like the grilled cheese one that's like a burrito. I can't remember what it's called.
No, the grilled
Fuck,
cheese burrito is still there. I got one last night.
No.
Or actually, on Thanksgiving Eve.
They
So the
just
Wednesday
make you
before
what you
Thanksgiving.
want, Zach, because you're a
They-
regular.
It was on the mobile order app, and I not.
They saw your name.
I'm not.
They saw
They
your
saw me
name.
log in. They're like, we'll throw that back on.
You're
No,
customer number 1 on there.
See,
the thing is,
most
is I-
frequent buyer.
I don't purchase that much at Taco Bell. But this episode is brought to you by Taco Bell. Tastes good going in, hurts coming out.
Not always.
Oh, dude, Zach sent me a picture, or like, was it? You showed me your phone, like all the McDonald's points you have on your
Dude, I
app.
have a fuckload of McDonald's points.
Dude, he's a stockholder in McDonald's because of all of his
Dude,
points.
me too, though. But now they started issuing that whole thing. They're like, you got to use it by this time or you lose it.
And you know
Oh,
what?
for real?
Yeah.
And you know
That's
what?
fucked.
I've been ordering a lot more McDonald's now, and it's all been free.
Yeah.
Every day, just get a caramel frappe. Caramel frappe.
Dude, those are gas, right?
Yeah.
I just tried one the other day, and now I get one every Friday when I go to Burley.
Oh, speaking of things that are gas,
Mhm.
I was talking to you the other day about that TikTok dude that says no changeup, no curveball, nothing but fucking gas.
Nothing but fucking
You've never
gas.
seen him?
No.
No.
Here,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
pull
so.
up one of his TikToks because
Oh, we didn't do our TikTok.
they
thing.
are so we didn't, but we did the music.
Fucking gas,
So-
dude.
You know what I think? It's called the Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Dude, what my go-to was like the double decker taco.
No, it's not that either. Fuck.
You know, the hard taco inside the soft.
That's a fucking gordita.
It is different.
It's
Kinda.
different. We all are stupid. It's a chalupa
It's
crunch.
the same 5 ingredients. It's in everything else, just in a different combination.
Hold on, I'm like
You're all over the place.
I'm
What are you
having
doing?
issues. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is it. This is one of the videos, right?
Okay.
You'll enjoy it because this is probably something you would do.
Okay. Damn.
No change up, no curve.
I did see this guy.
Nothing but fucking gas.
And then he does
No
that.
change up, no curveball.
Let's see here, because
Nothing
he has
but fucking
he
gas.
has. Let's see, go nothing.
Weirdly enough, I pictured a white guy with this.
Really?
Yeah. I pictured like a redneck. Nothing but fucking gas, you know? I like it though.
There we go.
Oh, damn.
No change up, no curveball, nothing but fucking gas.
Nothing but fucking gas.
Dude. I wish I would have got a video. Now I wish when I hit Davis in the head with the football, I wish I had a video of that now because he would.
Do you?
Yeah. No
Do
change
you?
up. No change up. No curveball. Nothing but fucking gas.
All right, the thing I was
Hey, after she just takes it to the dome and goes right to her face.
Dude,
I'm not trying to make fun of her.
Hey, it's
but
in the
it was-
past now.
It was funny.
It's in
Is
the
it?
past.
It was funny, but it was sad because
gone through
the kid
my-
got hit.
I've gone through my stages of regret. We're past it. We're on the other side. I feel like I might have changed her personality for the rest of her life, but
Yeah, well,
Scared of you?
Huh?
Scared of you?
scared of me? No, just she's probably,
not a fan.
she probably turned into, she was probably like a scholar before, and now she'll grow up to be like a drug addict.
No, she's
Wow! Hold up! That's
Jesus Christ. By
I'm
the
just
way.
guessing.
I,
Maybe it's
I
the
think
other
that's
way.
called bad parenting. A little
wait,
bit.
hold on.
Maybe-
You can't say hold up. You said you were just going to make my son grow up without a father.
I said I'd take over.
That's not good.
Is that a good change up?
No.
Nope.
No, that's
Probably
not even.
not.
That's not.
But that's
fucking
not the
gas.
point.
That's not very cash money.
He
of
just
you.
teach him like anything that you want to be true, just say it.
I want my dad.
I want my dad. Well, he's gone.
Oh, like here's his ashes. You got your dad back.
Oh my god.
You didn't ask how he wanted him back. You just said he wanted his dad back.
Here you go.
Hey, here you go. He's in an urn. Don't drop it.
Nerd.
They were like,
It's a
look at the
vase,
ashes.
not a
like,
vase. You stupid shit.
I'm like, dude, even the ashes are red.
That
wrong.
reminded me of those people that probably got someone else's ashes.
Oh fuck yeah, right?
That's wild as fuck.
That was crazy. Dude, I love that story.
Crazy.
Like at least there's people like that out there that like give us fun stories like that to talk about.
You know what?
Yeah.
Do you know,
I mean, I like it when other people fuck up their lives and I have to listen to it.
Yeah. Can you
You know,
imagine?
like, normally it's like funny when it's in a video. I don't like it when they do it in real life because they're like, sorry for me. I'm like, no,
But like, if everybody was like on the straight and narrow, you know, like
life
it
would be boring.
It'd be boring. Like I was driving and I saw that like notification come up about the funeral home, and so I like opened it while I'm driving. There's a video out there of me going like, "What the fuck? 190 people, dude. That makes life worth living."
That's what
Crazy
keeps going
shit like
throwing.
that. Crazy shit like that makes life more fun. So you know what? I applaud those people, even though they're in jail.
Yeah, they should be.
Oh, they are.
But like, I don't know. I remember listening to one cop talk to me. Dude, okay, so you worked at the gas station, right?
Yeah.
I have crazy gas station stories.
Me-
Sometimes I
me
remember
too.
them. Other times I'm like, my life was just shitty there.
I remember them as like things remind me of them because there was
Yeah.
a bunch too. Yeah.
So I remember once at the gas station, I was just sitting at the cash register, and you can see right out the window, obviously, because it's right against the goddamn window. And this person parks like a prick, completely sideways,
Yeah,
almost
like
like
an
a complete.
asshole, yeah.
You know, he's in two different fucking parking spots. This cop is leaving because this is a cop stop, and this cop's leaving. He just pulls up and he's like, "Hey,
What?
park like a person," you know?
You fucking
Asshole, right? And the guy gives him immediate lip. He says, "I'm not hurting anyone. Just something." He was just pisses this officer off. He's like, "All right, get out of the car." And then the guy's all like, "Oh no, man, it's cool." Oh, he's like, "No, get out of the car.
Get out of the fucking car. Now we're gonna do business.
Now we have to talk."
And now we have to talk.
Right? And all this time, I literally look out because now he's getting him out of the car, and I notice that, and I'm like, oh, I can see the woman next to him, this dude, screaming at the police officer. And I was like, I would go to jail if I had ever yelled at a police officer.
Yeah.
I'd have got dragged out of my goddamn car if I
She's
yelled
like,
at.
"Don't touch my man."
Yeah,
something like
just
that.
stupid
Like,
shit.
It's always the same person.
Anyway, so they get this dude out of the car, and lo and behold, this dude has drugs on him.
No shit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he's like, now you're going to jail.
And all you had to do is not park like a prick, and we don't even have this conversation.
But it gets better.
Oh my god.
It gets better. She's still yelling at the cop, and he's like, calm the fuck down. He has to get her out of the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
And she starts pacing up and down the entire sidewalk of the gas station. Which, again, if I had done such a thing, straight to jail.
You want to look weird? Do that. Yeah.
No, like the cop would have fucking put me to the ground
Jesus.
because I have a PP.
Because I have a pee-pee.
Although it be not a
Not a very
impressive
big one. No. It's definitely.
You do have one though.
It's Tic Tac. I can freshen your breath, but
And
that's
you know
about
what?
it.
You look like the guy that's hiding drugs on your person.
Me?
Yeah, you do 100%.
Nah,
You look
shitty.
Like if you were like, if you park sideways and the cop's like, "Hey, don't park like an asshole," and you're like, start giving him lip, he's looking at you like, this guy
Is going to jail.
definitely has. He's like, he already knows you have drugs on your body.
No, see, I wouldn't do that.
And you
'cause-
look like the guy that's carrying something weird, like ketamine or some shit. Like you don't even have like weed like a normal person. You just
This is the best part. Is the
Fucking horse
dude?
drink.
This
Yeah.
dude he's getting arrested because of a little bag of weed. And then he's like, I have my green card. That was one thing that the guy said.
green card.
He's like, you're in Idaho. He's like, but I have a green card. He's like, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so this chick's walking up, pacing. She keeps getting back into this truck, by the way.
Okay.
Like opening the door, searching around. And then another cop rolls up. Boom.
Oh fuck yeah.
And now he's all like, you need to calm the fuck down, like to this lady. And they start going through the truck. There's half a pound of meth.
Fuck.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
the cops, like, I'm looking. Now I'm just watching. They know I'm watching. They're laughing.
Yeah.
And, like, they pull out the drugs and they're like, look at this. And I was all like, what?
You kind of forget they're just dudes sometimes.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, whoa, that's a lot of wet.
Yeah, they're like,
I
you're
just
so
said
dumb.
wet.
What a lot of left. But then the cop that was like telling the woman, she's like, they're like, oh no, you're both going to jail now.
Like bad. You're
So-
going to jail like hard.
Oh yeah. And she's screaming at him still, and they're like, you're dumb.
You're so dumb.
But then they go into the side where like she's been digging around in that side of the truck, and there was a fucking gun
A gun?
Yeah,
too?
there was a gun under the fucking
Fuck.
chair where she was basically reaching at.
What is a guy? First of all, the guy that parks sideways. Why draw attention to yourself?
Yeah.
And then it's like if you got a lot to hide, don't act
Yeah.
like an asshole. Like if a cop goes, "Hey, park better," I would be like, you know what? You're right. This was stupid. And
I
just
apologize.
parked, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go get,
The fuck out of here.
I'm gonna go get a pint of milk.
yeah,
just try and
pint.
seem like regular at that point.
I don't, yeah, but
I
like,
see, I picture you like leaning on the counter, looking out the window, and there's just like a line of people building up, and you just don't give a shit.
dude, I actually did.
They're
I
like-
totally ignored.
they're
But
like,
like me and the
"Excuse-"
customers were watching.
Right? They're like, "Excuse me," like, "Shush."
Yeah,
Like,
shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like,
You
you're
see
not
what's
about to walk out that door. It's the only door that opens. You're
Yeah.
not going out.
Right.
I was like,
Shush.
yeah, you don't want to be a part of that shit show.
Yeah.
No, I was sitting on the counter because the window's like it's a window bay because it's like an outward bay, so you can just sit on it, and I'm just watching.
He's kicking his feet. Like,
I was. But anyway,
With
this is the
Jesus
best.
Christ.
Like the ending to this story
yeah.
is that the dude, they both just came from Vegas. This isn't his truck.
It's not even his truck.
It's not even his truck. It's his girlfriend's truck, who isn't the girl that's in the truck with him.
Obviously.
That's the girl he just married in Vegas that he also just basically met in Vegas.
So they've known each other for like 72 hours. He's in his girlfriend's truck with his wife.
And they live out of Montana.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. That's so much. There's so many layers to that. You wouldn't even know.
I didn't even know how to start it, really. I was just started from when
Dude,
I was like,
you just-
oh my God.
You just get there, like the police. Now they're getting there. They got a lot of paperwork to file. Like,
yeah,
that's-
dude, these guys were just like, I just wanted to tell you to stop
Crazy.
being an asshole. That's
that
all
is
you had
so-
to do.
Wow.
Park better.
What a fun story.
Yeah.
I love that story.
And like, when people parked like shit from that point forward, I was like, you want to go
You
to
don't
jail?
want to do that.
I was like, the cops,
you walk out. You're like, you don't want to do that, and they're like,
dude, they would just sit there. And they, the other time is this one dude, he's like, oh, trying to buy a beer. And I was like, it's 2 a.m. That's a no.
you can't buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he's like, oh, I'll put it back. I was like, I can put it back. He's like, no, it's cool. I'll put it back. I was like, oh, cool. Be a cool guy, I guess. You know? And then
That's a person that's gonna steal it.
this cop walks up, is buying his stuff. This dude comes around, and it's obvious that he has it in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, are you fucking serious? And he's all like, what? And then this cop's like, are you fucking serious? Because the cop can see it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, are you going to steal in front of a fucking police officer? And the cop's like, Jesus Christ, you are so stupid. Literally, to this dude's
You're
face.
so stupid.
He's like, you are so fucking dumb.
That's crazy. He's
Like, he just starts grilling him. He's like, come here.
Come
here. He's mad because he just wants his.
because he's just an idiot.
Yeah, he's just so mad. He's like, get your ass over here, basically. And this is the best part. This guy's all like, hey, can I just walk out front and tell my mom that I'm getting arrested? He's like, no, you can't just walk out the front door to tell your mom you're arrested.
She'll see it when you come out in cuffs. You fucking idiot.
Dude, the best part is his mom comes out because she finally fucking notices. She's like, what's going on? I was like, he's going to jail.
It's like, well, and that's the shitty part is he was completely willing to pay for it. It just like was outside. I remember that. Like
Yeah.
it sucked. Guys would show up all the time when I was working at the gas station, and they were going hunting.
Yeah.
So they were there like ass crack of dawn. You
Yeah,
know,
or they were
before
too late.
dawn. And they're going hunting, and like they show up. They walk up to the counter with like beer, and I'm like, I
Can't.
about to fucking ruin your day. Like I was like, you can't buy that yet. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah. And they're
You have
like,
to wait
when?
till
And I was
7
like,
or
7.
8.
And there was a guy one time, I don't know, it was probably like a half hour before. And I was like, 7 o'clock. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, it's stupid. I know it's stupid. I agree. I just can't do it, you know?
Yeah.
He fucking stood there and waited.
Yeah. See, I
30
wish
minutes just to buy a beer.
Well, because they were going, like they're going out.
they're not
like,
coming back.
camping, hunting for days. So like he was like, it's my only chance. Like I got to get it now. So he just waited a fucking.
I get it.
Dude,
I
I've
get
had
the way
people
then.
trash my store because of it.
Well, and see that really
That pisses me off.
the children, they shouldn't be drinking if that's what they're going to do. But the Stop and Go and Bob's Quick Serve in Rigby were the go-to places for hunters
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because they were the only. Well, they were 2 places in town that also
They
you could get
sold
tags.
tags
And
Yeah,
and stuff.
you get your
Licenses.
fishing license, your
Mhm.
hunter's tag, and all that.
Yeah, it was a go-to. You'd show
But-
up drunk. We weren't going to do anything about it.
We didn't care.
We didn't care. Yeah.
Not usually. I
Yeah.
had to care when people were
Tweakers were fun.
Oh my god, I had so many of them.
Yeah, you got more than me, I'm sure. Ours
Oh,
were
yeah.
regular.
Well, you worked at Boozers, right?
Dude, I had one bitch come out of the fucking bathroom like she belonged from the ring.
Dude,
no
I-
shit.
So
Long
around
fucking
the corner,
hair. And she's just like,
around the corner from you guys, do you know the Roadrunner gas station? It's up by the KJ's on 17th Street.
yeah, I believe so.
Right, pretty much around the corner from Boozers. Well,
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah, a mile or
In quotation.
Yeah,
around the
whatever.
corner. Anyways, they have a sign on their bathroom that says, "Do not use drugs in our bathroom." Like, if you have to put a sign up, how many times did that fucking happen?
Dude,
Oh.
I only found one meth needle
Really?
the whole time I worked at.
I found cooking spoons. I found
I-
needles.
In the bathroom, because I used to work at, when I worked at the KJ Stop and Go in Rigby, I found none of that. When I worked at Maverick, because that's where I worked before there,
All the time.
all the time, because it was that old dingy Maverick
Oh, man.
before the new one opened.
It was the
Mhm.
only time, like, we come from a small town. Like, people that don't know.
Yeah, Hobunk and
Rigby is
shit.
very small. And, like, just from where I worked over at Stop and Go at night to just a couple blocks over at Maverick, Maverick was the one place in our quiet little town where in the middle of the night, you felt a little uneasy.
Yeah.
You
You knew everyone in town and you
that was
felt
the
uneasy
old-
there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still felt uneasy there. Like that was the place where like you just perfect example. Never found any of it there. Literally
Two
it's like
blocks away.
2 blocks away, you find it all the time. Like it was just that degree of shadiness that hung out there.
Yep.
And then once they shut that shit down and built a big brand new one where you would actually want to go, like you don't feel that at all anymore.
No.
One time I did walk out and a
Because it's
guy
so
was
big and
like
bright.
holding a guy, like hanging onto a guy like really tight. And I was walking out to my car. I was like, what the fuck is going on there? And the one kid goes, he looks like not a kid, like guy
Yeah.
looks up at me. He's like, help me. And I was like,
Nope.
this seems fishy, you know?
Yeah, this
looking
is
back,
shady.
looking back now, I would probably look at the other guy and be like, dude, let him go. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What's this over? $10 or something? Like, but
A
at the
blowjob you-
time, I felt like they were trying to lure me into something.
Yeah.
I was looking at him like, what the fuck? He's like, help me. And they like paused. I'm like, and I just got in my car and left. I didn't even say a word. I was like, the fuck? Now I kind of wish I would have been like,
Dude, just let him go.
let him go. Like,
Yeah.
let's not make this a thing. You know, let him go.
Well, and
Like-
it's sad when you don't like. When
But
you're
I
just-
didn't know. I didn't
There's
know what it was.
so much going on in this world, like with all the pranks and stuff like that. You're just like, you don't want to get sucked into somebody's stupid prank.
And it was weird because they were like like grabbing and hanging onto each other, but it wasn't like a fight. So
Yeah.
like that's what threw me off. If he was like getting actively punched, he was like, help me. I would have
Intervened.
intervened. I wouldn't have let that guy like just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I was like bigger and stuff than them. Like I felt like my odds were pretty good against the guy that was like the aggressor.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't that. I was like, something's not adding up here. You know
Yeah.
when something's just weird?
See, but that's the thing. It's like you never know if it's real or not, and that's the problem with everything now. With people trying to play pranks or just being stupid in general.
fucking.
You don't want to help people, and then there's the people who are scammers,
Yeah.
and they try to sucker you into something, and the next thing you know, you're in a shit show.
Yeah. There's so much
Yeah.
weird
So
shit.
and so you don't want to help people
got-
who could be really in trouble, or just
I've got another story for the
helpful.
future, but were you getting into something here?
Yeah,
it
you
feels
get it.
like you're like
I've got like two things. Do you guys want to hear I heard it on my YouTube playlist thing about my mysteries I listen to or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to hear a mystery or a fucking crazy news article?
let's
go with
let's crazy.
Do them both. Fuck it. Go.
Do we have time?
I don't think we only have time for one of them.
Okay. What
Lame.
let's do the mystery and then
Okay.
we'll follow up with the other one.
If
next-
it don't take too long.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
always
no,
say
we'll
that.
do it next week.
So-
We'll do
Yeah,
it.
we say that every
Have you
time.
guys heard of the Soviet time traveler?
I have.
Actually, I think I've
You
heard.
have.
Mhm. Yeah.
So this is the most well documented case of potentially actual time travel.
Yeah.
So these I'm just gonna kind of read it as I go along here. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the dude's name.
Sergey.
It's Sergey, but is Ponomarenko.
He says he's not going to try, and then he tries
Yeah.
immediately.
and fails. Anyways, on April 23rd, 2006, a man in his late 20s or to early 30s was arrested by police for suspicious behavior. The young man was incredibly confused and asked what year it was. The man said his name was Sergey.
Sergey.
Sergey, and until 2 minutes ago was living in the year 1958. The policeman asked for identifications, and when Sergey handed over his credentials, the officers were caught off guard. And here I can explain it. So, his ID was from the Soviet Union.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Which
And-
would make him in the 1950s,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But this was 2006. Soviet Union.
Has dissolved.
Had dissolved.
Yeah,
Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gained
it was like
into-
1991.
I think it was in the
It says it right there.
Yeah,
Where?
right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
right here.
dissolved in 91.
Disbanded in 91. And
I was like,
and
I
the
thought it
ID
dissolved in the
his
70s.
He's
ID
like
and
sitting there
80s.
guessing.
His ID was that ID was at least 15 years old, right?
Uh,
The officer looked up the ID and noticed the man in front looked at the ID, and the man in front of them matched the photo ID. Upon further observations, the police noticed Sergey dressed differently
than everyone.
than else. Instead of modern clothes, Sergey was wearing what would be described as vintage clothing from the 1950s, and an antiqued.
Antiquated.
Wow, fuck me. I don't know words. Film camera. So he had an old camera around
Okay.
his neck, and it was in perfect condition.
Wow.
The police dropped Sergey.
Do you want me to
off-
read this?
Yeah, here, start
Jesus
right here.
Christ.
Start right there.
The police dropped Sergey
Anyway,
off at a psychiatric clinic in
Kyiv.
Kyiv, where Dr. Pablo Kutriv
you don't have to say their last
Okay.
names. Just
saw him for examination. The doctor recorded the session, which took place on April 23rd, 2006. In the video, Sergey said that his name was Sergey,
Whatever it is.
different last name. Oh,
No,
no,
that's his middle
that's
name.
his middle name. And that he was born in
Kyiv.
Kyiv on June
Or
16th, 1932. The man in front of the doctor was not a 74-year-old man. He looked around 30 years old. When asked his age, Sergey only confirmed this, saying that he was 25 years old. Sergey told the doctor that the last thing he remembered was that he was taking a walk in that
Kyiv.
town with his fiancée, and the two took a picture with Sergey's camera. Just after this, Sergey spotted something strange in the sky. Sergey described the strange object as bell-shaped and was flying in a strange way. He told the doctor that he thought it would be able to get a better look at the object if he took a picture of it, and suddenly Sergey found himself in 2006.
Okay. So
Damn.
he took the photo,
Yeah.
and then they interviewed him for a little bit longer. They left him in the room for a minute, came back, and he was gone. He Shawshanked. He was gone.
Gone.
But no evidence of him leaving. Like no fucking hole dug out or something. No, just gone. And there was only one way in and out. And cameras did not
See him leave.
see him leave.
What the fuck?
This is
He
funny.
was just gone. But then they did some more investigation. A dude by the same exact name went missing in that time frame. And then 2 days later reappeared. And that's about how long they had him on hold for.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So you want to hear a story that I
And
actually
then,
heard about?
but
this?
when he disappeared, they left the camera. The camera was still there and everything.
Really?
And so they had to find someone that could actually develop that kind of film. They were able to develop the film, and there was a picture of him and his fiance that looked like the Soviet Union in the background. Like
everything was
buildings were older, everything was
Do you think this is
Old.
like people
there. Actually being
like
leaked.
well, it's like the theory that all time is happening all the time. Like, you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, like 2023
like
is happening.
it's going in a straight
when
line.
1958 is happening, when 1992 is happening,
Yeah.
and all that, and like we perceive it
as a linear
as a
line.
linear line, but it's not, because time in itself is just
Pockets.
it's kind of like time is just what we perceive it to be. It's not real. It's just
Yeah.
us seeing aging, and it's us seeing things change and technology improve, but like dates are something we just made to help ourselves get through life, you know?
That's crazy.
But
So
man, I almost wish we would have brought this up at like
Yeah, so here
the
you go.
beginning of an episode
The
because
photographs
this
were of Kiev from the 1950s, an image of a woman by the same age as Sergei, and a photo of Sergei wearing the same outfit he wore on the day he was interviewed by the doctor. But most impressive of the picture of the bell-shaped UFO in the sky, just as Sergei had described.
fuck. This is
so
This was enough to warrant further investigation. And on April 25th, 2016, Sergei sat again in a recorded interview. He came back.
that's crazy.
in
the
what
doctor-
year?
Just a few days later.
A few days later. Okay.
The doctor presented Sergei with the images. Oh, wait, no. Maybe he hadn't disappeared again. Sergei basically said, yeah, I told you so, and it was recorded saying, I so far do not understand what the object is and how something like that could happen to me. In the same moment I took the picture, I went to look down and looked up and ended up in this year. The two men finished speaking. Sergei was seen on the security entering the room and
But
never
never
it
seen.
was never seen again.
What the hell?
So he didn't even go back to the 19th.
No, that's what they think he went back to the 1950s. That's when he was
like
never
he
seen
snapped
again.
back, he just had
And then-
When he was just a 7-year-old man at this point.
No, because time's not like that.
I mean,
he didn't age. He
I know. What
time-traveled.
I'm saying is he went back to his time where he came from, and time would go forward.
Oh, so get
when we
this.
just running back into
So
him
get
right
this.
from this time.
When they did the digging, they found his fiance.
Yeah.
She was an elderly woman now in her 70s, and she told him that her fiance Sergei had indeed disappeared for a few days back in 1958.
For a few days. So he came back.
but he had returned.
But
it says right
but Sergei
there.
returned.
Where the
so-
fuck is he now?
He might be dead.
Well, and then she said that he disappeared again. So I'm not going to read the rest of this because I kind of know the thing. Said he disappeared again and was never seen from again. She got a letter in the mail with a picture of him in his normal outfit, but in the background is a bunch of fucking huge ass skyscrapers, and it was dated for around the same time at 2050.
Wow.
So if we hear about a Sergei again in
2050.
in another 40 years if we're still alive, or 30 years if we're still alive,
It'll be 26 years almost.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
if we're still around, we remember this, and he pops up again,
We know.
we know he time traveled.
Trevor will never get to see it.
Damn it.
Anyway.
That's sad.
So now that you bring this up, I've actually heard of another story just like this almost. So what happened is, and this is the weird part, it also happened in, I think, around Russia or somewhere like that.
Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. The reason people think he didn't actually time travel, but the theory is people don't think he time traveled, but how would he go back? One of the theories is he was abducted and the aliens took him away for a few minutes, seconds, or whatever.
And then when they came back,
And when they came back, because they did fucking light speed away or whatever, and when they came back, they experienced time dilution because
he never aged because
he never
couldn't
aged
age.
but they went so far away and came back that many years had passed.
Yeah. But that doesn't make sense. How did he go back to his wife?
That's the thing.
That's a hard,
that's where
there's
that's where that theory.
There's a
kinda
lot
dies.
could be like picked apart here for sure, but
and it also says that maybe time isn't, like Blake said, it's not linear.
Yeah.
When
It's
they
not
came
as the
back,
same.
maybe the way they came back,
It just went differently.
man,
So here's the thing. Like you were saying this story. So this is, I don't know this guy's name. Basically, this dude popped up out of nowhere. He was being weird. He had weird clothes on. And he was arrested. And when they were interrogating him, they were like, oh, where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'm from this time. And it was literally, like you said, back in the Soviet times. And they're like, no, that
No way it
doesn't make
could be.
sense. Right? And then, so they asked for his information, all that shit. And they're like, oh, guess what? All your information is from way
The
back
Soviet
when.
Union.
But here's the thing, is they kept all of his stuff. And they actually ended up, after interrogating him and stuff like that, they put him up in a room. And they had guards on the outside. This is a 10-story building, they're on like the 6th floor or the 7th floor or whatever, and they're like, yeah, he's never allowed to leave this room, you
He's
know, because
crazy.
the government got involved. It was the government who took all of his shit and was like, okay, we're watching him now. He ordered food, and so the guards were giving him his food, and he wasn't there. And then when they went to go get his shit, you'd be like, oh, he vanished, he ran away or whatever. All of his shit was gone. And they had it in a vault. So all of his like ID, everything he had on his person, all of it was in a vault, and it was all gone.
So he disappeared as if he was never even there.
Yeah, but no one forgot him.
Wow.
So
And then they were like, so what the fuck happened? And that was one of the time things. They were like, because he was saying weird shit about like the wars and stuff like that. And he's like, I don't know where the fuck I am. I don't know any of this stuff. He's like, well, you know, he's like, the place was supposed to be on fire and shit like that. And they're like,
You
"Dude, it was
should
crazy."
look that up and see if you can find
Yeah.
it and bring it back to us.
Yeah.
I want to, because we're coming up on time here. I want to end with this: a question for you, Gavin, and then a question for you, Blake.
Okay.
Gavin first. Do you believe time travel is real?
I actually do. I actually believe there's a lot of things that we don't understand about physics, let alone time. And that there's a lot of things that we can't explain simply because it's like just for this day and age, even in the past, if you just really chalk everything up together, there's giant gaps that just don't add together. Like things in this time that shouldn't exist. Like there's this theory on the 80s problem. It's like a catastrophe or something happened in the 80s, and the reason we have cell phones is because of it. Like all the technologies, the leaps that we've made medically, even it all came because of an incident in the 80s got erased, and that's like now we're just picking up all this super information to make up for this giant loss.
Okay. Blake, do you believe time travel is real? Or obviously not for us now, but someone in the future can come back, or some alien life form has figured it out and can do what they did with Mr. Sergey.
In the way that we traditionally perceive it, no, I don't. But I do in the sense that like you could go to like a black hole theoretically, where the gravity is so strong that it distorts light and it distorts everything around it, because it's like if you could be in there and not be dead instantly.
Okay, well that one that's proven.
Yeah,
to be,
that's
proven to be real.
That's the
That
time
when
travel
you-
that I
when you go a certain distance away from Earth, you experience time differently.
Yeah.
And so you can be a distance away, come back, and granted, it's not going to be a
that
huge amount.
That is scientifically proven if you could theoretically experience it. Like the movie Interstellar, if you've not seen,
fucking love that movie.
it's such a great movie.
I haven't
it's
actually
like
fully watched it.
It's got Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in it, and
That's the wrong movie.
No, that's the wrong movie. Yeah,
That's called
It's
The
got
Passenger.
It's got a what?
that's called same idea though.
What's his name?
Maybe I don't remember.
Matthew McConaughey is in it.
I think so.
And,
yeah. 'Cause
Wait, is that the one where he?
stand on the fucking horizon?
Yeah, I'm confusing my space movies. Oh, I'm thinking the other one has Matt Damon in it.
Oh yeah. If
When
you
he's
haven't
on
seen
Mars.
Interstellar, it's a really great like
Movie.
it's great at like kind of showing that like they go to a planet where they have to whatever, and they're there, and this somebody there they're like gonna go in and out for
Mhm.
whatever reason, I can't remember it, and they're like, we got to do this quick, and they're like, what's the Earth time here?
Mhm.
It's like they're every minute and a half is 7 years on Earth, right? And then one of them royally fucks up, like, and ends up costing them time. And like by the time they leave, it's like, how long were we there? And they were like 10 minutes. So 70 years had passed on Earth.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Oh,
and they just
that's-
knew that like
I haven't seen that one.
their whole family's
Gone.
gone, or their lives, or at least
It's
like,
over.
by the end of the movie. I don't want to give it away because there's like so much that goes on in that movie, and like
watch that
it was critically acclaimed for like how scientifically accurate
I
it
don't
was.
like Matthew McConaughey. but
It
I'll watch
doesn't
that.
matter. Watch that movie, and like he comes back and is, you know what, I'm not gonna say it.
Everything's
I'm
different.
not gonna say it. But it's really great at like putting that in perspective, like how if you were to do that, you come back and everything would be if you even made it, if you even could.
Yeah.
But like in the sense that in the future somebody
can come back to us.
no,
and
I don't believe that at all.
You don't?
No.
I think I do.
No, because I don't. Just like I
'Cause-
said, I don't believe it's linear. I don't believe you can go
But I
to a
don't-
point and a point.
But that's the thing is that's not so much linear. It's like
It's
That's
like
exactly
turning
what
the
I guess.
yeah, that is
That's exactly
like
what
turning the
linear is.
knob to 1950. Let's go check it out. And like, no, I'm not.
So, do you want to hear what mine is?
Hmm.
My theory is yes, it's real,
hmm
but you can only go back to, like, say it is. Right now, it is fucking November 25th. It is 6:00. Right? You can go back to November 25th, 6:00 on 1920.
Mm.
You can go because time is always moving forward. You can't move back from your
the
Right.
day.
from the the day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that
I
it's
heard
hard
it-
it's hard to make sense because time's always moving forward. So even they're moving forward too.
I heard a
So-
theory that like if it ever was invented, and this actually makes a lot of sense. If it ever was invented, if it was invented from the time that it is invented, that is now the time that you can go back to.
And I could see
That
that.
would make sense.
Like you're like it's not like
Because it didn't
like
exist
a lot of
before.
people say that if it existed in the way that we think of it in movies and stuff like that, like if it ever was invented, we would just come back to now and tell ourselves, right? It's like no. One guy says if it was, you could go back to the time that it was invented, but never before.
Yeah.
And that would
'Cause-
make I could see that. That would
yeah,
make sense because
that-
it didn't exist.
Well, it's putting a
The
marker
things that
Yeah.
that
things
you
that
can actually track.
and the things that made it possible to do that don't exist.
Yeah.
Another one
And
that I
So
heard.
like that's the marker. So if it ever did, which I don't believe in that sense
so much.
that it will ever like because it just I don't know like
So the way
there's not a
the way I
written
explained
record of
mine
like
is
what we're
like-
doing there's not a written this happened in the universe so you can go back to it.
Yeah.
So the way I see it as is time and life and existence is a huge fucking circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go around like the corners, like the edge of the circle. You can go
Through it.
across the circle. And across the circle is exactly the time you were at
Some other time.
some other time.
Mm.
If that makes sense. Like if you were to cross it, like you're going this way through the circle, like through the circle, and every time through that time is the same exact time, but just different years.
yeah.
We should all dig into our
Our theories?
respective theories and then
I-
come back with a
We're
better
gonna,
argument.
you know what? We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay.
do that because that's a theory that some people have that I
Yeah.
have.
Mm-hmm.
Your theory is a pretty well known theory, and then did you have a theory of how it works? I didn't. You didn't really like touch
no,
on
I
it.
just think you can.
His was dumb.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Before we leave, somebody was telling me once that like they think that time travel, even if time travel was real, the problem with it is if you jump back to that time, time has jumped backwards. But did you actually move? So the thought process is like you think when you time travel, you just go, you're in one spot and then time travels backwards from that spot. So if that's true, then the planet wouldn't be where you are.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
technically, yeah. There's a
'cause
lot of factors that's not taken
The planet moves through the universe, and the universe is constantly expanding.
Mhm.
So if
Right.
if
Well,
you
but-
jump back 70 years, guess what's not going to be where you are when you time travel?
Right, but
the
here's-
planet
here-
that you're supposed to be on.
Right, but here's the thing is you're traveling back in time.
Yeah,
Like-
but
like-
are you traveling back in time? So
Or
is
you
time
moving
traveling?
time-
Or
or
are
you
you
moving-
traveling with time?
Yeah, so that's the thing too. You could,
That's why they were like time.
Well, if we're gonna open another can of worms, I gotta go piss. But if we're
I
gonna,
think we're gonna end it
gonna
here.
end it.
We're
Okay.
gonna get back into it next episode. Put a pin in that because
we gotta
I'm
keep.
loving
we
that I'm
gotta
going to
keep
leave
talking.
all of our fans on a cliffhanger. They're gonna be like fucking
Good.
assholes.
Well, come prepared. Come prepared with your.
Be prepared. This is
Yeah.
not a movie.
Yeah,
Movie
it is.
song.
that's
yeah.
Aladdin.
Oh,
No, wait, no, that's
not.
That's Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
That's the
Wow,
the
I
good
sang the
old
evil guy song.
Lion
Yeah.
King. Anyways, Blake,
All right. I decided I was going to try and shorten this up a bit this week, but now it's getting longer. Check us out on YouTube. That's the most important one outside of the podcast, audibly. We'll catch you next week. Thanks for listening.